Where the fuck? Okay. So hopefully this loads in. Where the fuck? Okay. So hopefully this loads in. Does it work? No, it does work. There we go. Seen before. It's been years. Four. There we go. Let's go. That sure it through an invite link. Does it send an automatic invite link? Can you guys hear me? Get this started. It's gonna be fun. It was finance, business, and econ. Get a job? What do you mean? How do you convince immigrant parents you're not going to college to get a job? If that's what you would do? Hello?
What's up, man?
Hey, how old are you?
I'm 20.
Go ahead.
I just wanted to ask your opinion on college not being. So I'm in college, so I love education. So I'm a big
Okay.
educator. I think it's important. But I'm also a firm believer that college should be free. And I'm not saying it's a scam necessarily, but I
No,
think
I get it. You don't like the cost of it. Yeah, I'm with you.
especially with like people like Reagan, because California before Reagan
Yes.
originally implemented free
Yes.
colleges, and he came in here and decided to fuck that all up. So I'm
Yeah.
not saying it's a scam, but I think the system that we have let happen and set up is a scam. It's become
I see what you're saying.
it's
Yeah.
become class. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I'm there with you. Yeah, you're talking about the cost of college. Yes, that's all true, but it's still a net positive value to college. But
That
yeah,
is
I get
true.
what you're saying. Yeah,
Yeah, I
it's
think
more expensive now than before.
yeah, I think my biggest point of view is it's become more of a class inequality entry point, and it's a lot
Yes.
harder. It's a lot harder for people who are on the poorer end to get fair and equitable loans that are actually,
Oh,
good.
yeah, that's true, but that it goes even deeper than that. That's not even really the issue. The main issue is that with colleges, it's it really depends where you go, but like I want to say like 80% of colleges you're not getting a decent job afterwards because you don't go to a good enough university because you're not rich enough. That's just what it comes down to.
I agree with that too. I
Yeah.
think I think just overall it's become I think the
Yeah.
system that's been implemented is one that it hurts people who are poorer. I was going to also ask you talk about like a macroeconomics at all, like
Yeah, I
country.
have. Yeah.
I was going to ask what you thought about tariffs and like Trump's tariffs. If you talk about that.
It's a terrible idea.
Yeah, I agree. I think
Yeah, it's like if you're gonna try to raise revenue, like here's the thing: in America, there's a huge like the asset taxes in America are extremely low. All you have to do is just start taxing stocks more, make it progressive. It's already progressive. Just add another one, make it more progressive. You don't have to do this weird shit with tariffs where you're damaging manufacturing and everything like that.
I agree. It also becomes like a overall just kind of a moral dilemma because countries that are have less labor laws produce things for cheaper, and you're not going to ever be able to offset that unless we remove our laws that are in place for labor.
Well, yeah, yeah. I mean,
Um,
the main issue is that in the past, since Reagan, really, you see more and more political capture from private capital. So, like with lobbying has exploded over the past really 10 years, but 20 years, it's been in the making. Like all this stuff is just accumulating to a boiling point. Like it's gonna fall over. That's
do
just
you
what's gonna come
do you
down to
think?
it. Yeah, yeah, John, you will in a second, John. I'll let you up. But yeah, so go ahead.
Do you think lobbyist groups should be allowed?
I mean, it depends, but for the most part, no.
Yeah, I was gonna say the best. I think the best example of what I fall under is like democratic socialism, like countries like Norway,
Okay.
what they do.
That's social. That's a social democracy. That's not
Yeah,
democratic.
so yeah, sorry.
No,
Um,
I get what you're saying. Yeah, the main difference is you're not a socialist; you'd still be a capitalist under
yeah, it's
social
still under
democracy.
capitalism, but
Yes.
it's got more socialist implements elements of it. Um,
Yeah, America is socialist. That's the thing, but it's a socialist for the capitalist class, effectively.
all right, man.
That's
Well, it
what.
was
Yeah, it goes deeper.
I'll
Yeah, I
pick it up
mean,
here.
appreciate it,
Yeah, you
but
too. Bye.
anyway, bye. Take care. Go to John.
Hey, how's it going?
Hello. Hey, how old are you?
I'll be 29 tomorrow, actually. It's my birthday tomorrow.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it. Yeah, so I wanted to come up here as far as, courses and day
Yeah.
trading. Well, personally, I'm not profitable yet, but I can actually
Okay.
speak from as someone who has been trading for 2 years. Now I have actually gotten bought one course, and as far as that goes, it wasn't a scam. It was a. I'm not sure if you've heard of a guy named Powell.
Yeah, I have.
Yeah, so I bought his course. It was an actual course where he actually taught, I think it was like 12 different concepts.
Okay.
So with regards to that, I mean, as far as that goes, that's not a scam. And
Really?
as far as
You sure
trading
about that,
futures,
or?
yeah, well, a scam is if someone said, okay, I have this
Well, Powell said he was going
strategy.
to teach you how to trade. Did you make money from his strategy that he sold you?
Well, first off, I didn't buy it from Powell. I bought it third party.
Okay.
Second off,
Wasn't okay.
Powell never promises us to make money trading, right? So he just shows us how he trades. Third off, with regards to that,
Okay.
it takes time to become profitable, right?
Sure. That's
From a beginner trader, especially with the emotions that it takes for trading, it takes so much emotions
yeah, but
and
John.
so much time to mature as a trader. And
Yeah,
so it's
that's
not a
not.
scam.
Well, no,
It
John.
just takes time.
John, that's not actually true. It, you shouldn't go into trading without a strategy.
Well, that's the thing. That's why you buy a strategy from someone who
Yeah, but no,
created it,
but
like
there's no.
Powell.
You can't buy a strategy that works. If there's a strategy in public, it stops working.
That's not true, dude.
That is true. That's called alpha decay. It's very true.
That's
That's
not true.
the FBI literally arrested people for leaking trading strategies before. It's happened. Like, what do you mean it's not true? Why would the FBI
Dude,
go and arrest people for leaking trading strategies?
the FBI
Alpha
didn't
decay is
arrest
real.
anyone
Yes,
for
it did.
a
Oh,
strategy. That
sure,
makes no
absolutely, they have.
sense.
Yeah, yes, they have. I'll pull up their names right now. Here,
That's gotta
FBI
be cap.
arrests. FBI arrests traders for leaking strategy. Here.
Like, who's gonna like? Come on, bro. You can't get arrested for
Sure.
leaking your strategy.
Yes, you can. Richard Ho and Cheuk Fung, the traders arrested for stealing trade secrets,
They
proprietary data, and
stole.
information.
They stole. See, this is not stealing. So if someone
Do you
gives
understand?
me,
But no, hold up. But John, do you understand why they got arrested?
you said stealing.
Because they leaked their, yes, because they stole their strategies. Yes, that's why. If these strategies were to work in public, they wouldn't care if it got stolen or not. It just doesn't work once it becomes public.
Can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
Have you ever
Yes.
traded like on Top Step or MyFunded Futures?
Those are scams. No. I trade on brokerages with real money. I don't do monopoly money.
Okay, first off, there's multiple people that have verified that they have gotten a payout. So if they say
Okay,
that
yeah.
they're gonna
Do you know
do
that
what
those
they're
are
gonna do with that,
simulations, right? Those
yes,
are,
but
it's
you
not real
you
trading.
right, but you know that once you get five
Yeah.
payouts, they move
Okay.
you to live, right? To an
Depends which one
actual
you
broker.
use. I mean, okay.
MyFunded Futures switches you to a live broker after five payouts. You understand that, right? So they can't like fake it once you're an
Have you
actual
ever
live
seen? Have
trader.
you ever seen any of them actually show you a tax return?
Who?
Any of these people
PB?
that any of these people that you're talking about, have they ever showed you a tax return
Well, yeah,
with
PB
the
shows his statements.
no
All
tax return IRS form, not like from the
well,
government?
a
Yes.
tax return actually shows your social security number, right?
You can cover that up. I'm not see. This is the thing I'm saying, John. You don't. These people have to show like on a tax form that goes into the government what they made. They report their trading income, their investment income, whatever the case it
Right, but
falls
that's none of
under.
our business. How
No, but
much
you have
they
to understand,
file,
if these people are claiming these things and they don't show these forms, it means they're
dude. You
lying. They're
don't.
not getting money from these
Who made
things.
That's
What?
your rule. If you're profitable, you
No,
have to
that's
show your statement. Like, come on, bro.
yeah. You
That's
should show your IRS form if you're
you don't have
profitable.
to. You don't have to show
Then no,
private
then
information
there's
to the
nothing that you're
public.
saying that can be true. Then there's no way to
That's
verify
in
it.
your opinion. That's
No,
your
that's just what it is. They can
no.
spoof
That's your
anything.
opinion because there's
What?
literally traders that are literally trading like PB trades that
Yeah,
are
and they can
actually.
fake their statements. Yeah, that happens
Oh
all the
my
time.
gosh. So you're saying that they can
What?
fake
Yes,
their statements?
I'm saying. No, I'll go even a step further. You realize they get paid by these firms to promote them. I'm not sure about the person you're talking
Yeah,
about in
you get
particular, but there's
commission,
a
dude.
yes,
Commission.
exactly. That's where they're yes, exactly. That's
That's
where their
not where
money
they make
comes
the
from.
majority
Yeah,
of the
that's
money.
yes. See, that's why you have to look at the IRS form, which will tell you where
This
they made their
guy.
money from. That's why they don't show you their
Are
IRS
you sure you're
forms.
just
That's
not a
why.
failed trader and you just mad? Like, or is that what
See,
happened? You
like,
tried
why?
it
See,
and you
this
got
is the thing
mad?
I'm even asking you. Why do you think an IRS form matters for this? Someone's saying you, hey guys, I made $100,000. Can you show that on an IRS form? Oh no, I can't show that, so I don't believe them
Dude,
now.
okay, let me
What?
ask you this. Would you show me your IRS form with your social on it and everything?
You
No,
don't have when you don't
obviously
have to
not.
show the social. You don't have to
But
show the
listen,
social.
would you if I
What?
I'm across the
You
country
don't
from
have
you,
to show this
would you
again. You
show
don't
as a
have to show,
random
you don't have
person
to. See, John, you're not
like
engaging
come
with it
on,
right now.
bro.
You don't have to show the social. You don't have to do that. But you can show your IRS
Okay,
form, you can show your returns, but they don't do that because they don't have any money
you
from
why would
trading.
you
That's why.
why would anyone show a tax document, dude? Like that, come
Because
on,
they're
bro.
claiming they made money. If you're claiming you made money, show where the money's coming from. It's that simple.
You don't
What, do
have
you
to
just believe
you
everyone
can
online?
request that
Or
someone shows, but there's no
okay,
standard
then
in
there's no
trading that
verification that
says
what they're
you
saying is true at all. Then
but
they're
that's the
lying. It's
thing.
that
That may be
simple.
your standard for what you
No,
follow, but as far as
that's what
in
it is. That's
okay,
literally what it
do you know
is.
that in society, right,
Yeah, they
especially the
ask for your
trading
IRS
system?
forms when you go to get a loan for college. They
Oh
ask
my
for your
God, we're not
IRS
talking
return
about
form.
loans, bro.
I'm
Can you
telling you,
all
that's
right?
what they use to verify income. Is they look at your IRS forms. It's
Okay,
literally how it
right. You're
works.
talking about verifiable income via loans. I'm talking about
No, I'm
okay,
saying for
if
trading that you have to put that on your IRS form. How is it that all these guys they're making all this money? You don't see a single IRS statement, not
okay,
one tax
let me
one,
know when I
not
can
one.
talk, bro.
I'm just asking you a simple question. Why do you believe these people without any sort of evidence?
Okay, first off, when I start making money, number one, I'm not going to be showing anyone my IRS forms or any personal documents. That's some personal information,
You
so
don't
I
have
don't
to show the
blame
personal
them,
information. Again, you don't
dude.
have to. It's
An
what?
income statement or a tax document is personal information, dude. What? First
So
off,
then why are you
why?
claiming that you made money? Hold up, how are you going to claim you made money and then when people ask you for evidence, you don't have evidence? Wait, did you say when you start making money? How much have you lost so far?
8,000.
Jeez. Okay, I can see why you're so aggressive now. So you lost
No,
8,000. Are you
I'm
under
not
the
aggressive.
mentality?
I'm just
Are
saying
you under the
my.
mentality that if you defend these people, you're going to all of a sudden start making money?
I'm not defending. That's hilarious. I'm not defending anyone.
Seems like
My
it. I'm just
point.
asking you, why don't you ever see an IRS return from these
I'm
people?
just trying to show you in your
What?
logic that you in your mind, right? Okay, IRS form equals profitable, right?
Yes, literally, yes. It's yes,
That makes no freaking sense though, bro,
yes. It
because you're saying
yes, it
okay,
does.
if they okay, IRS
Yeah, if
form.
they show
All
the
right,
IRS
let's
form,
break
it
this
will show
down.
where the money's coming from. If you
Okay,
make it from trading,
let's
it will
break
be
this
on
down.
the IRS form, and you can verify that.
Okay, let's break
These
this
people
down.
can't verify it. That's why they don't do
Hold
that.
hold on. Can I
What?
ask you something?
Hmm.
PB's course has 18 modules. I mean
Okay. Pals or whatever.
Powell's course has like 18, 20
Okay.
modules. PB's course has I think like maybe 5 or 6, but it's very detailed. So I'm trying to figure out
Okay.
where's the scam there. They're showing us how they trade and
And
they
where's the evidence that they made any money?
dude, okay, first
Where's the
off, when
evidence they
you're
made any
buying,
money?
we don't buy evidence, we buy courses.
So you're buying something without knowing if it works.
Dude, what are you talking about?
You
Like,
said
are
we're
you
buying courses. Where's the evidence that these people selling you these things are making you money? And your answer is, we're just buying courses?
the thing is, course buyers and traders do not need like you can tell when
You
someone's a
don't want
larp.
proof that the
We don't
person
we
you're
don't
buying from
need
can make money?
okay, ask people in here like, oh, okay, do you need proof that PB Trades
Hey
is a
guys,
like come
guys,
on, bro. That makes
hey
no
guys, I have a
sense.
question. Do you want to buy a course from someone who has zero
Hey
evidence that
Stack
they're making any money from trading?
hey
Like, are you
Stacken
serious?
said he wants to come up to talk as well. But can you add two
What?
people at the same time or
Yeah,
no?
I can have two people at the same time. I just like going one by one.
Oh, okay. But anyways, before you add him, I
Yeah,
still want to say something. But
sure.
with regards to this, my point is that with regards to like trading, especially futures, you literally get an account right from a reputable source like My Funded Futures. Number
Okay,
one, not a scam, right? Okay, boom.
okay.
You learn how to trade from someone who has already successfully traded and has gotten an Aston Martin using
Uh-huh.
their PDI
No,
model
no,
or the
so
MEC
okay.
model. Huh?
Where's the evidence that that money is from trading as opposed to from selling affiliate links or courses? They can literally
Well,
sell a
brother,
course on how to trade. Show that as their, oh, that's my trade money, and you don't even know if their trading
Pat
works.
Patty trades live on YouTube. You know that, right? He literally posts
Again,
it.
that doesn't tell me if they're making money or not. You got to look at an IRS form with their income on it or not. They're not. There's
Dude,
literally no other way
okay,
to verify it. I hate
do
to
you
break it to
not
you.
understand? Okay, if
What?
you ask a teacher for their IRS form, they're not going to give it to you because it's personal
Teachers are
document.
not. Teachers are not sitting there and claiming I made X, Y, and Z
Okay,
money.
if you ask a CEO for that says, "Oh, I made 100 grand for a
If
document," they're
someone
not
is
going to
selling
give
you,
you
if
that,
someone is
dude.
sitting there and saying, "Hey, I
Like, are
made
you
this much money from
serious?
trading," can they show an IRS form that shows they made that kind of money?
Dude, you're the
What?
only person in the
John, you
trading
lost.
space that's
John, you
asking for an
lost.
IRS form, dude.
John,
That's
you lost.
weird and
John,
invasive.
John, you lost $8,000 buying courses from people that you have
First
no
off,
idea
I
are
bought
making
one
money, and you're
course.
what?
Let me clarify.
Uh
I
huh.
that $8,000 was in evals. Second off,
Oh my God.
I bought one
How many
course.
evals did you blow up? 8,000 in isn't each
Yeah,
eval like
I've
50
blown
bucks?
195 evals. So, anyways,
At what
with
point do you just get a job?
I have a job. I'm not gonna quit. You want me to quit my dream of becoming a
What?
trader? Yeah, you're insane
Losing
if you
eight
think I'm gonna
thousand
quit.
dollars?
You're
You don't
insane
think
if you
that?
think I'm gonna quit. You're insane if you. Anyways, with regards to that, you think that I'm gonna be like a
Okay.
failure and that all these people are,
When
doing
did I
all
say I
this.
think you're? I don't have to think anything. You already lost eight thousand
I'm
dollars.
not
Like,
trolling. Someone said
not
I'm
trolling
trolling.
either, but
I'm not. I have lost $8,000. I've lost 6,500
and
with
that's
the Top
terrible.
Step
And
and
how much did you spend
1,500
on the
with my funded.
course?
Well, I spent $100 for Powell's course, and the
Uh,
others were free, because I got it leaked. But
okay.
but I'm really the only one in my way. Psychology is my main issue. But anyways, as far as that, you don't understand the fact of the matter is if someone's making money, right, and they say, "Hey,
Uh-huh. Yeah.
I'm gonna sell this information to help other people make money," and then I get the information from them and I back test it and it works,
Uh-huh.
and me and other people are using the MEC model and the PDI model and Powell's top tick model to make
Okay.
money and it works, right? Then
Yeah. Okay, it's cool,
you're
John. So why did you lose $8,000? Where's your money then? Cool. Where's your money then?
first off, the first year trading, I didn't even know I didn't have a strategy.
No, but you
Second
have the
off,
strategy now. Why? Where's the money?
first off, I'm actually working on my emotional impulse control. Trading is not about trading is about like 10% strategy, 90% psychology. My psychology is messed up, so I'm working on my psychology. It's not all about the strategy. So the fact of the matter is, you're literally trying to act like buying a course and grinding as far as trading and eventually making it is like a scam. And paying someone $100 for them to
This sounds
teach
like
you.
you have a gambling addiction. You lost $8,000 and you don't want to quit because something you thought wrong or you felt some emotion and
Thank
that
you,
was wrong.
JTL. I will eventually make it. This guy is crazy. So wait, so you think this is
What?
gambling?
This is
Really?
literally what you described so far. You lost $8,000. You have zero proof that you're gonna make money in the future. You're just something convinces you that
Okay,
you're gonna
if I
make it.
okay, if I get a payout by the end of
What?
this month, are you gonna say the same thing? Yes, because
How? What?
you don't care about the
Payout
outcome.
for what?
You don't
How much? Payout what? A
if
thousand dollar payout? $100,000 payout?
no like 4K. If I get you, but
You
the
would have
point
still
is
lost 4K.
Right, but
Yeah, yeah. Your
the
overall would
fact
have
of the
still been
matter is,
negative.
even if I see some success, you're still going to say the same thing because you don't have the
If you
mindset of a
want,
trader.
John, if you want, you can give me the 8,000. I'll give you 4,000 back and call it a
But
payout if you want.
hear me out. The fact of the matter is, you don't understand the mindset of a trader.
John,
Even if I start winning, you're still going to be negative on here. Even if someone comes up here and says, "Hey, I've been
John,
trading and I've been winning," you're
John,
still
I've
going to say,
talked to
"Oh, it's a
people who are
scam."
John. I've talked to people who made money trading. They don't do this. They don't do day trading
What
though.
is this? Everyone
Losing
fails,
eight
dude.
thousand on evals? No,
Okay, everyone fails in trading. You may I don't know if
not
you've traded
necessarily.
before,
What I
but
have, yeah.
everyone fails in the beginning, and it literally does not take. It's not immediate
But
like
you,
success, dude.
but
Some
John,
people it takes years.
You're not supposed to trade without a strategy that works. Otherwise, you're literally just
Well,
gambling.
first off, when I
That's
was a
why.
beginner, I was just trading like an
Yeah.
indicator. I didn't know what the hell I was doing, and I blew the most of my money at that point.
Uh-huh.
The majority of the $8,000 I
Yeah.
blown at that point. So the fact of the matter is, you're not understanding that literally with regards to the strategy, you're not understanding that it takes psychology, it takes time, and it's 95% psychology and in a mindset, 5% strategy. You don't understand that
Okay.
it's not a scam if someone says, "Hey, I'm learning. This is the way I do it." Let's just say Powell, 10 years or 2 years ago, whatever, using a 4-hour rejection block, tapping into a 4-hour fair value gap inside, and then getting a consequent encroachment, a CE of the rejection block. Let's just say he did that and it worked for him. If he says, "Okay, I'm making money and profitable. I'm going to charge X amount of money for this," and then people start making money because they're using his model. That's not a scam. He's just charging for his knowledge. But you would call that a scam. You would call that, oh,
Because one, why would
he's
someone sell you John? Why would someone sell you something that they can make millions of dollars
well, why
themselves?
wouldn't
Why would they
they?
not just do
Why
that?
wouldn't you help?
Because they
Why
would
wouldn't
make
you
more
help
money
other
not selling
people?
it.
Why
Because they would
wouldn't you
make
help
more
other
money not
people
selling
though?
it.
That's the thing.
Did
No,
you?
you can
Because
make
you would
more
make more
money.
money otherwise.
No,
No, you
you
wouldn't.
can
You would
make
make
more
less if
money
you.
not selling it. I mean, you can make more money
No, you would.
selling it,
No, you would make more not selling it.
but it's not about. It's not about
Wait,
the
hold
money
up,
to
John.
Powell. He
John,
already
do people
makes the
on Wall
money.
Street? John, do people on Wall Street trade?
I'm talking about retail traders right now. I'm not talking about
Oh,
professional
that's the
traders.
same thing, right? It's the trading,
No,
right?
it's not the same thing. I trade.
Really?
I'm
What
not on Wall
retail?
Street.
I didn't say you were on Wall Street, but you trade. Does Wall Street trade what you trade?
NQ, yeah.
Okay, cool. So why doesn't Wall Street sell NQ trading strategies? Which hedge fund manager that
Dude,
trades
oh my
futures sells
gosh.
a strategy? Can you find me
This
one?
guy.
I'm serious.
Dude, they trade
Find me
order
one.
flow. They trade order flow. They literally look at the orders.
They trade order. Hedge funds trade order flow.
They literally buy and sell and they look at the orders, dude.
Buy and sell. Look at orders to do what?
Dude, what are you talking about, dude?
That
Like,
doesn't tell me anything. Buy and sell orders.
all
That
right, you know
literally
what?
just, they're just
Add that
saying they
other
look
guy.
at the
Add
price.
stack.
They look at the
Add
price
stack.
and they
You're not
buy and
listening
they
to
sell
me.
it. You're
Add
not
that
making
stack
any.
guy.
You, okay, I'll add the stack guy, but dude, you got to make some sense.
I've made perfect sense, dude. You
You've also
literally
lost $8,000, dude. What convinces you you've made any sense at all?
okay.
What the
You have
fuck?
to lose before you win in
No, you
trading.
don't. No,
It's
you
not all.
don't.
You can't just come into trading and immediately win. No, it does
There
not
have
work
been
like
people who've
that.
done that because they test out their
Okay,
strategies
but
before they
okay,
just put their money into it.
that's not my path. Okay,
Okay.
but I'm persistent enough to freaking keep going and win. I'm gonna
Uh-huh.
win. I'm gonna get my payout, and you're gonna keep
Okay.
hating on traders. I mean, at the end of the day, you don't really care.
Dude, this is
Whatever we
concerning.
say, whatever we
John,
say, whatever we
John,
say, you're not gonna care. If I say,
John,
oh,
I'm not the
if I,
reason you lost $8,000.
I'm talking about this conversation. You're saying if someone teaches you the way that they made money and you pay for it, it's a scam. But if you make money profitably going forward in the future,
John,
then where's the scam? You paid for something and you got it. I don't get
where's the
what you're
evidence that
saying.
you're going to be profitable? Where did you convince yourself that you're going to be profitable in the future?
Wait,
This is what I'm
what?
saying. Like you're just
I
gambling.
know I'm
All you're
gonna be
doing.
profitable.
Where's your
It's a
what convinced
mindset,
you?
bro. It's a
But
mindset.
what convinced you of that?
What do you mean? What I have self-confidence. I'm sorry. I don't know if you don't have self-confidence in yourself
That
or in
doesn't.
your ability, but I know and I have
John, what
confidence
tells
in
you
my
that the
ability
eight
to
thousand
trade.
dollars you lost isn't going to repeat over again? until you just can't continue.
Dude,
Just a
it's not
question.
gonna repeat over again, dude. That's just you don't have me. I don't know if you
But
don't have any testosterone or confidence, but I have testosterone. I have confidence as a man, and
so why did
I
you lose
know
$8,000 instead of making 8,000?
because it costs to get in this game. It costs you got to lose before you win, bro. Like, are you kidding
Okay,
me? You think
okay.
like you think
This is
that
why I
just
say when I
because
say this is like
you
gambling,
buy
dude.
somebody's way of trading, you think it's a scam? That makes no sense.
You said you bought someone's strategy and it didn't work for you. Yes, that would be a scam. You bought someone's strategy and you're still
No,
down
no,
8,000?
I said I'm at. Wait, are you talking about Powell's?
Yeah.
Powell's did work.
So then
Powell's.
why okay, so how much money did you make?
I didn't make any money because I'm working on my psychology. Remember? You don't
So
remember?
then what did you
I
buy
said
if you
that
don't have a
10.
strategy?
Dude, I'm working on my psychology, dude. Like, do you not understand? All right, I'm gonna let. All right, you know what? Let's stack it up. Let's stack it. Let him talk. Because you don't care.
But
You don't want to understand the fact that people literally
that you lost
trade
$8,000
and
instead of stepping back and thinking, hey, maybe what I'm doing might be wrong. No, everyone else is
so
wrong.
okay. So you want me to just quit? Let me just stop doing this because I suck at it.
Because you're
That,
losing money.
yeah,
Yes.
that's
Yes.
maybe your
Go
mindset in life,
invest. Literally put your
but I
money in the stock
persevere
market.
in
You will make
everything.
more
I
money.
persevere in everything that I do.
John,
Maybe you're just a quitter, and I'll let
John,
you
you
be a
can
quitter.
persevere at the casino all you want.
Go
Are you going to
ahead.
be a millionaire?
Listen, you can be a
Oh, John, if
quitter
you,
the rest of your life. Go ahead.
John,
Let's stack it in. You're a quitter. I'm a winner,
John,
and I'm gonna win. Let's stack it in. I'm gonna win. You're a quitter.
you won negative $8,000. Congratulations. Guys, this is what I'm talking about. This person has a gambling addiction, just doesn't want to let it go. Zero evidence he's gonna make money in the future. Just keep going. There's zero evidence you're gonna make money in the future, dude. It'd be better for you if you just I don't know, invest. Oh my god. Hello?
Yo, what up?
Hey, how old are you?
How old am I?
Yeah.
19.
Go ahead.
All right, so you were talking with the other guy. You were saying, he
Yeah.
lost what, $8,000?
Yes. Isn't that
So,
concerning that what you're doing all this time
okay.
isn't working? At what point do you just want to like
So
step back and look at what you're doing? What?
I've already made money from trading, but
Okay.
so you went to college, right?
Yeah.
And how much you spend on college?
Zero.
And so you think everybody that gets into college doesn't spend money?
When did I say that?
Well, so for
When did I
let's
say
say,
that?
oh my God, for the 4 years
No, but
that
when
they're
did
in
I say
college,
that?
let me talk.
You just said, do you think everyone who goes to college
I,
doesn't spend money? I just said, when did I ever say that? I just responded to what you just
I didn't
said.
say you said that. I didn't say you said that. But
Okay.
there are people who spend far more than the 8,000. Let's say that guy
Okay.
lost,
Yeah.
and they don't make money for 4 years, so they drop out of college.
What?
It's the same argument.
That's not. 'Cause
How is it not the
you get
same?
the job after college.
You make the money after you might have to lose some money first, but
The
then you make money
difference is with
after.
a college, you get a job. There's zero evidence that you do trading for years you're gonna make money.
What do you mean there's zero evidence?
There's
People have
zero
done it.
evidence. Really? Oh,
What do
cool.
you
What
mean
percentage
really?
of day traders lose money?
All day traders lose money before they make
What
money.
percentage of day traders lose money?
I don't know.
What
You answer that.
percent?
What
It's
percent?
90. It's like 95 to 97% of day traders lose money. Guys, do you realize what they're doing is they're just collecting fees for the evals? All these companies making all the money, they pay these influencers the money that they fail on these evals to act as if they're making money from their payouts, and everyone just buys this.
Bro, this has to be rage bait. I don't
This
know
is
if
what
you're
it
just
is.
are you
What?
just low IQ or like
Why do you think none of these people ever show an IRS statement with their trade income?
who's none of these people? Many
None of the
people have.
traders on none of the day trader gurus or whoever on TikTok or wherever else you find them, they never show their tax returns with their taxable
Bro,
trade income.
yes, they have.
No, they have who? Can you name one?
Yeah, PB Blake. Look him up on TikTok. He has.
Really?
You
Peter
can
Blake
find
has
it.
showed his IRS tax returns.
Oh my God.
Yes or no?
Yes, he has.
Oh, really? Sure.
Yeah.
Okay, can you give me okay, sure. Send me the link. DM me the link. DM me the link of that TikTok where he shows it. Sure. Can you do
I
that?
got you.
Sure.
Well, I can't do it right now. I'm in live. If I leave it, it's gonna kick me out.
Sure. Dude, send it afterwards. I'll make a
All
video.
right.
Send it afterwards. Sure. Send it afterwards.
Okay.
I'd love to see it. Sure.
All right, I got you.
Go to the next person. Hello, at.
What up? What up? How you
Hey,
doing?
how old are you?
I'm 23.
Go ahead.
Yeah, yeah, trading courses, bunch of scams.
Yeah.
That no one will, obviously, no one will predict the market. It's just obviously day trading. I would say if you're very good enough and you step out of it at the beginning, like for example, I made 7K
Mhm.
consistently in the span of like 6 months, and
Mhm.
then the last month I lost 10K. I
Yeah,
lost like
that's
now I stepped out because like I lost
yeah,
3K.
that makes sense. So basically, what you were doing was you're kind of just trying something. It worked for a while, then it stopped working, and you called it.
No, like for a while, for like this is during the Trump election.
Yeah.
Everything was going up and everything.
Yes, it was. Yeah.
Constantly, every single day, I would invest and I'd make 600 to around 1,000 bucks
Hmm.
in 3 days or so. And then the last
Hmm.
month I lost 10K and just like
You quit.
I didn't want to do it after that.
Fair.
I also went to college. Colleges. 99% of people that go to college are not making a lot of money. Like,
99. Where'd you get that idea? What,
cause
99%?
like,
You sure?
yeah, I mean, I'm pretty sure everyone
Really?
goes to college for major
No.
or
No, they
poli
don't,
sci
dude.
major.
It's,
Uh,
it's STEM. It's a lot of them are going for STEM degrees.
Only like
Yeah.
10% of them, I'd say.
Well, it depends on which one you look at, but
Even if it's like STEM, let's say engineering, it's very saturated. The
you
entry level
sure?
market jobs. So yeah, the entry level market
Well,
jobs, they're
not
so hard to
engineering, but
get. Like
did you do
for
engineering?
now, my brother did because he didn't
Okay.
find a job for like straight 1 year, and the
What
one he
kind of
found was
engineering?
mechanical engineering,
Okay.
and the one he found was like what 50K a month average.
They paid him 50K a month, so he's making
Yeah,
half a
because
million dollars a year.
no, like 50K a year. I meant
Oh, okay, okay. I was
yeah,
about to
yeah,
say, it's
which is
50K a
like very
month sounds like a
average.
pretty nice job. I mean, I
Yeah,
don't know where your brother is, but 50K for engineering is very little. That's super little. How did you get 50K for engineering? I don't know
it's
where you guys live, but
they say it's engineering entry level job, like a bunch of jobs that you don't need experience with. Like majority of the jobs posted are like you need at least 3 years of experience, and so like they're
okay. I mean, I believe you
very
there, but I don't know. 50K
yeah,
seems just low. I mean, look, I'm not saying yeah, I get that too. It happens. It happens.
yeah. What do you think? Like I think college is just a scam for 90% of people that go to college. To be
Well,
honest,
who do you think has the most? Well, who do you think gets paid more? People who went to college or didn't go to college?
depends on the people. Like I mean,
Really? You sure? I'm saying as a whole, on average. Let's just say on
I
average.
feel like people that go to college, they have this fake sense of confidence, like I'm gonna make it in life.
No,
And then they finish college and they struggle for a couple of years and they work harder at the end to make it up. So obviously at the end they
no,
make
they
more
don't.
money.
What do you talk? No, there's people who can go to college and get a job after graduation. Hold up. You do know, like, there was a very long time, like for 20 years, not recently, but for 20 years, from like say 2000 to 2020, right? If you got a computer science degree and you did decently, you could get a six-figure job out of college, not high school, sorry, pretty easily.
That was like only for a couple of years.
No, that was for like decades. It was probably since 2000 you could. What do you mean for a couple? No, it was for a couple decades.
Like
It was
in
for at least two.
2000, yeah.
I'm saying like in 2000, yeah, if you had a computer science degree, yeah, you could get six-figure job. Yeah, you could do that up until probably before the pandemic.
So no, like
It
in
only started
2000,
going downhill like past 5 years, really. Closer to past
right.
3 years.
Yeah, it went down. But in 2014, not a lot of people really needed like coding, people that code or software engineering. They didn't need it because it wasn't really. But around 2016, that was like the gold rush,
Yeah,
and then
for
it
tech.
declined. it
Yeah, I
declined
agree with
so
you.
hard that like, right now it's like highly
Yeah.
saturated.
Yes. Yeah. These trends are there, but the once it starts picking back up, I think things will change. I mean, look, the thing with college is it still adds value to your career. I get what you're saying with everything, but if you're able to, have your 40-year career with the college degree, you make like double what someone without a degree would make. That's why it's still valuable.
Man,
Also,
I
who's
guess.
stacking? Like, oh yeah, I let up stacking. Okay, sure. Well, let's see what stacking has to say. They're stacking. Stacking even in request. Oh, they're stacking. Luke,
Hello?
you there?
You can hear me? Hello?
Barely. Can you speak up? Yeah, I can barely hear you.
You can hear me now? Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you now. How old are you?
I'm 20 years old.
Yeah, go ahead.
So, what makes you think day trading is a scam?
Because you're at negative odds to make money. Majority,
What?
90, 97
But,
percent of people will fail.
okay, out of that 99% of people, how many businesses do you think fail a year?
A lot less than 90%.
A lot less than 90%? You have to
Yeah,
treat trading as a business to
but it's
actually
not a
make it in
business.
trading. It
It's not a
technically
bit,
is
but
if you
it's not
treat
a.
it
No, it's not.
just like if you treat a business as a gamble. It's the same thing as trading. If you treat trading as a
Okay.
gamble, then you're just going to be gambling.
What? Oh,
The same thing with college. I
it's not.
think, me personally, I think college is a scam.
Did you go to
Cause
college?
no, I didn't.
Okay.
I know multiple people who have went to college, 4 year
Uh-huh.
degrees, and it's
Yeah.
hard for them to get a job.
Just okay. Yeah. Okay.
And the most a job is paying with a 4 year degree is like 40K a year, and you can
That
make
no,
that. You
that's
can
not
make
true
that.
at all.
You can
No,
make that.
no,
You
that's
can
a
make that
lie.
in four
No, that's a
months. You can
lie.
make
That
that
is
in
a
four
lie.
months with trading.
Stacking, no, that's a lie. That's a delusional lie. They're not
That's
making
not a lie.
40K. That
That's
is
not. You could
absolutely
look
a
it up right
lie.
now. You're using
Dude,
ChatGPT. You're
I'm not
using
using
ChatGPT
ChatGPT. No,
to
hold up.
answer your questions. Look it
My
up
hands
right
are
now.
right here.
Look it up.
It's
No,
not
you have a
40K.
computer
You
next to
want to
you,
look it
but
up? We
look
can
it
look it
up.
up right now. Can
Go
you
ahead.
stop yelling into your mic? Holy shit, dude.
Okay. My bad.
Stop yelling
Go
into.
ahead.
First and
Okay,
foremost,
go ahead. Go
stop
ahead.
yelling into your. Okay, fucking for 3 seconds. You gotta
You
relax. You're
getting
not the only
mad?
person here.
You getting
What?
mad? Relax. Check my
You
profile for payouts. Check my
see
profile for payouts.
again. It means absolutely nothing. You
Okay.
have a tax
Okay.
return with your. You have a tax return with your trade income on it.
I just started trading in December. My tax
Okay,
return
so you
comes
have
in comes
zero.
in comes in
Okay,
next
so
year.
you have no evidence that anything you're doing is okay. Thank you
I
for
have
saying
bank
that.
statements. I have bank statements to
I'm
prove
sure
that
you
I
do.
get payouts.
I'm sure you do.
I have
Sure.
bank statements to prove that I get payouts.
I'm sure you do, man. I got bank statements to prove I get payouts too. That
Okay.
doesn't mean anything. Anyone can have bank
Okay.
statements. It literally
Okay.
means nothing. Yeah.
Well, you get your taxes once every year. You don't just
Yeah,
get
that's true.
taxes out of
Yeah.
nowhere.
Did you say you started in December?
I started in December and I got my
So you would
first
have had
payout
to.
in January. I got my first payout in January and you could check my
Okay.
profile to see.
Uh-huh.
And
And
I
how
get
much
my
was your payout?
taxes.
Uh huh.
My payout was 3,000 and I
And
only
how much?
spent $300 on two
Okay.
evals.
And how
I
much money
bought
did
two
you? Okay.
I
So you
bought
made
two
$3,000 so
evaluations.
far.
Yes, off trading.
You made $3,000 so far.
In the month of January, yes.
Total so far.
Total so far, I've made
Hmm.
about $6,000 in payouts with two payouts on
In
Lucid
how many?
Trading.
Wait. So you made $6,000 in about 3 months or so.
Yes, off
So
payouts.
so less than $3,000 a month.
That's totally fine. I just started in December. You got to think, I
That's
just
less than
started in
a.
December.
That's that $3,000 a month or less than. Sorry, less than 3,000.
I just started
Yeah,
in
I got
December.
you there, but like, do you see how you're not really like? I mean, I guess you're making money. I mean, but
And if
not
I have
a lot.
multiple accounts, for example, if you ask
Yeah.
ChatGPT right now, what happens when you copy trade on let's say for a prop firm, you copy trade five
Right.
accounts.
Okay.
If you're taking the same trade on five accounts,
Uh-huh.
you could get up to a 50K payout, 25K payout, and you get paid every single week. If you're a good trader, you genuinely get paid every single week.
Okay. Why would a good trader use a prop firm though?
A prop firm because you pay
Hmm.
$109 for a $5,000 return if you're a good trader, or a $2,000 return. Doesn't matter. A payout cap is $5,000 on Top
Yeah.
Step.
Yeah, but why
So
would you
let's
ever have a
say,
payout cap? See, that's why I have an issue with it. I get the
go ahead.
point. You pay 100. No, but here's what I'm getting at. I get the
Okay,
point. You put $100 in, and they give you this huge account, and you can blow it up. You can
okay.
make a big trade, right?
No, no.
Yeah,
They give you you spend, let's say, $109 on a
yeah,
Top Step account,
yeah.
right?
Uh huh.
If you're a gambler, you're probably gonna end up blowing that account, and then you're gonna just spend $109 repeatedly, repeatedly. That's how these prop firms make money. So the way that you rinse these prop firms is by actually being a good trader and spending $109 to get possibly a $5,000 return, and you could get up to 5 payouts
No,
before
but
you get
here's the
moved to
thing.
live.
What if
And
you
on
made
the
more than
live
five
account,
thousand? What if you
okay,
made more than 5,000?
you make more than 5,000.
Because you're trading, you can make more than $5,000 on a
Okay,
trade.
yeah,
But then,
obviously you can make more than 5,000 on a trade,
yeah,
but
why is it
if you
capped?
because
Also,
you can only take out a 50% of your account. So if you make $10,000, you can only take out 50%, and the max payout is $5,000.
wait.
So you
So if
would
you
need
made,
to,
so you did a trade, you made 10K, and they only let you keep five?
yes, on a prop firm. And you could get moved to live. And if you get moved to live, you could get a max payout of any amount because you're on a live account. After 5 payouts, you get moved
Mhm.
to live.
All right. Also, you make 60 to 80K with a bachelor's degree on average, not 40. But so,
And you
but
can
then
make
what?
you can make
Huh?
you I know people that
Uh-huh.
made 80K last month trading on prop firms
Uh-huh.
with
Yeah.
multiple accounts.
Okay. Cool. And I know people who made much more than that doing other things. What does that
Okay.
prove?
Who name somebody that
What?
went to college that could make $5,000 in an hour?
My boss? My former
I
boss.
guess, bro.
He
They
worked at a
probably
pri
own a
he,
business. They
he
work
owns a
out a
pri
biz they own a business, so do they
Can
not?
you stop yelling? Oh my, you know you're not the only person in a conversation, right?
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. The guy who owned the private equity firm I worked at. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
But
he made more than
did you
$5,000 in an hour.
okay.
What?
But did you make $5,000 an hour working
No,
at
I
that
don't own
firm?
the firm. No. Why
Okay
would
then.
what the fuck?
Okay then. Okay then. Your
Why
boss.
wait,
You
why would
have
the business owner pay you like you're the business owner when you're not the business owner? How does that make any sense?
exactly my point.
That doesn't
You
that's not
if
your
you treat
point though.
if you treat trading as a business, you will
But
genuinely
it's
make
not a
money with it.
business. But what product are you selling?
You're not selling any product. You're
Okay, are
making
you
money
selling
off
a
of prop
service
firms.
or are you selling a service?
You could, if you're good at trading, as you said, trading course. You could
That
sell
no
a
no, it's a
trading
prop firm.
course.
No, but you're prop firm. You're trading on a prop firm. It's not a business. There's no product or
You
service.
treat it like a business. You treat it
But
like a
it's not a
business.
that's not a business, dude. What are you talking
And
about?
if
How
you
is it a
treat it like a
business?
business, if you treat it like a business, if you treat
Hold on.
trading
Have
like
you
a
ever
business,
even do you even know what have you ever worked in a business?
yes, obviously,
Really? How do
yes.
you treat it like a business then?
It all comes down to psychology and risk management. You have to lose in a business, you obviously have to lose money, do you not?
No, you
You
don't. No, you
obviously have to lose money
no.
to get to a point.
What the fuck?
You
No, you
do.
obviously don't have to lose money
Name
in a business.
name
What?
name one business who started off
When you
nothing and
start,
actually made it up there.
yeah, there's McDonald's when they originally started. Girls, can you stop yelling?
So
What? A lemonade stand. There you go.
you can hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you.
So when McDonald's started, how do you think they even got
Thank you for the
meat?
galaxy. What?
How do you think they even got meat to begin with? Did they buy
What?
it
Like
or did they get it for free?
that's not the same thing as losing money. Are you talking? Wait, hold up.
You
Do you think? Wait, Stacking. Do you think investing is the same thing as losing money?
no investing in prop firms will literally make you money
Hold
long
up.
term.
You don't invest in a prop firm though. Prop firms don't
You
allow for
do.
investing.
Investing in a prop firm is investing the $109
Okay, you're
in
just
a
yelling
prop
now.
firm account that could possibly turn into $5,000.
Yeah, you're just yelling at this point for no reason. Stacking. What's up, Mo Job? You want to join?
Yeah, yeah. How are you, bro?
Yeah, man. How old are you?
I'm 21.
Okay. Yeah.
But by the
So,
way,
hey, Mojab, I have a question. Is investing losing money? When you invest in a business, are you losing money?
You can lose money, yeah, but
No, but are you losing when you're running a business? Are you losing money when you buy inventory?
um, depends. But yeah, it's a lot like different things to do with this. But by the way,
Yeah.
with this guy,
Yeah.
like at some points I agree on, but like he's a very aggressive guy. But keep it short, yeah. I'm 21. I go to university, so college for you guys in the US. I go to a top six university in the UK.
Congratulations.
I study electronic engineering,
Nice.
and it's like the end goal of it. People I know that's got jobs now. First thing, it's very hard to get a job.
Yeah,
Even if
right
you
now
went
it's bad.
even if you went to university, and even in the long run, it's going to get worse and worse.
No, well, it depends. I mean, right now you can make an argument that we're in somewhat of like a global recession because of conflict and the oil supply being strained and tariffs and things like that. But
Yeah, but with companies, it's like it's getting taken over by different stuff that's not like human beings. And it's like even though, let's say, before I even went to university, people
yeah,
said, "Oh, get a
you
degree."
okay there, Mojob? There's a lot of background noise, but anyway.
Oh,
So
sorry.
is your point it's just hard to find a job right now?
It's not just hard to find a job. You could basically like whatever industry you get in. It's not like you leave university or college and find a job straight away. There will be people more experienced than you, and also when you get out of
Yeah,
university,
you have to get good. Yeah.
I'm gonna be in £50,000 in debt. So
Wait, real quick. Let me just say something. How are you gonna get good with no experience?
yeah, but let me finish. You get out of university. There's people.
You can be good in college without experience. You can be a good student in college. What the fuck are you talking about?
Oh my God.
No, well, you do need experience.
You need
Yeah.
it to
So
get a job right now in the real world. I know people who are in college right now and they work for free. Yeah, that's a way to get experience. You work for free, but
Yeah, you can get experience on college too. Yeah.
yeah,
you
yeah.
get
You
experience.
colleges offer you jobs and stuff like that. If they have the certain field that you're trying to work in, you could work for free inside of a college or anywhere in a hospital,
Yeah.
anything like that. Like go to college for something like that. Yeah, that's fine. You go to college to be a doctor, a lawyer, that type of stuff. What I'm saying college is a scam for is like what jobs don't actually guarantee you
Yeah,
something
okay,
after.
with that, I agree on this. Someone's going to like
Well, yeah,
college,
with it.
university, or
Sure.
like
Yeah,
psychology,
yeah, you don't get a bad degree going to
sociology.
college. Yeah.
Like if someone's going to university or college for like psychology, sociology, PE.
Okay, guys, what's your guys' point? Yeah.
My point
We
is,
know this.
okay, my point is right. I'll go to university. I've done everything right in the system.
Uh-huh.
I've had last year I have an internship at Morgan Stanley for trading.
Nice.
I got that, and then after that, like just looking at the banks and everything,
Yeah.
I got back and spent the whole summer literally trading, and a year later, I've made more money than I've ever made from any job. By the way, your first point, trading courses are a scam. I 100% agree with that. No one's selling you a trading course if they're profitable.
Exactly.
I agree with that point, but day
I
trading
agree
is
with
not
that
a scam.
also.
If you know how the market moves, yeah, and also earlier you bring some statistics up about
Yeah.
it's a gamble or whatever you said earlier, but
Yes.
that is not true in the slightest point. The market have an algorithm, and it repeats itself every day or every couple of days. If you could figure out one piece of the algorithm which
Yeah,
repeats
you're
itself, you're
not.
a trader.
Yeah. Good luck doing that when everyone is trying to do that. Yeah, you would have to
No,
compete
exactly. That's
with
what
all
you
the
gotta
hedge
do
funds
best.
and yeah, but you're
Yeah.
competing with hedge funds at that point.
But
No, not
that's the whole
necessarily.
point. The whole point in trading is for you to get your piece of the pie. You don't need to catch the whole big move like these hedge funds. All you need is your piece of the pie.
There's no such thing as your own piece of the pie. If they can make money, they're gonna take every
No, but
cent.
no, your point is
If you
they can make
genuinely
money, you
have a
can't make
working
money. That's not true.
strategy that
No, wait,
works for you,
wait. Your point is right. If hedge
What?
funds and banks
Also,
make
guys,
money,
something I want the audio. What's up with your audio?
well, my audio.
Yeah, or someone's audio is like.
yeah, I
think
think it's Mojo.
My audio.
Yeah, it's your audio. It sounds like you're like underwater or something.
Me. Wait,
Yeah.
was it better now?
Yeah, I guess so. Or I guess more jobs. Whatever. Anyway, yes. Let's keep this short. What's your guys' point? What are you getting at?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Alright, my point is, college is okay if you want to be a doctor and do all of this stuff,
Yeah,
but
we know this.
if you're in it for the money, I don't think college is the way to go.
Who do you think the richest people in society are? Do they have college degrees or they don't have college degrees?
The richest people in society have own businesses. That's a
Do
fact.
they own college degrees or do they not have college degrees?
Um, I
They
can't tell you.
do.
I'll be honest. Do
Literally, look
they?
up the
They
top
do?
10 rich. Yes,
They
look up the
do.
top 10 richest people on, yeah, on Earth. They almost all have college degrees. I think there's one guy from Spain who doesn't. Everyone else has college
Okay.
degrees.
Okay. If they have college degrees,
So a plumber that has a plumbing license and he's pulling in over 500K a year or more, a plumber with a
Uh-huh.
plumbing license, and
Yeah.
he doesn't even have a college degree, probably doesn't even have a high school diploma. And you're telling me a person has to go to college to have a successful running business?
When did I say that?
You just said that right
No, I
now.
did not.
You
That's not
just
even what I
said, Nate,
said.
there is no person that owns a business
I never
that is
said that. I
successful
never
without a
said that.
college
Now you're
degree.
lying. No,
wait,
that's
wait.
not.
Can I get your point about why day
Hold up.
trading
Can
is
I
a scam?
hold? Can I
No
answer?
problem. No problem.
Can I answer? Okay. First thing, okay, I'm done after this, but clearly these people are not being very
Wait,
honest. No, 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 no. Hold,
like
let
I
me
just want to
answer.
ask you
No,
one. Yeah, no,
no,
go on,
no,
go ahead. Go
no,
ahead.
no, 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 no. Fucking easy. Nice and easy. No. Okay. Secondly, I didn't say you have to have a degree to get a business. What I said was that the people who are the richest, they're business owners. Most of them have college degrees. Most of them went to college.
Uh-huh.
Would you agree or disagree with that?
I would honestly, I would I have no response to that, honestly.
The fuck you mean I have no response? Do you agree or disagree with that?
I have no response to that. What I'm trying to get at is why you're saying day trading is a scam. Why,
Because you're
like,
gonna lose money long term. Most people are gonna lose money long term. It's not profitable. People just get lucky to get a payout or two payouts, and they run around like it's the end of the world.
that's a good argument, but
What?
people people genuinely get massive amounts of payouts, and if people are actually smart with their money, they'll invest it in real estate or invest it into a business that they want to start. That's what you got to do. The whole point of these prop firms is to fund yourself. You don't like, that's how you got to treat it. Prop firms are there for you to fund yourself. The 90%, the 99% of traders, 99% of traders are failing. And that's good for people who are actually good at trading on prop firms.
I never. Yeah, if you're good at trading, you're gonna make money. You wouldn't
Okay.
use a prop. You wouldn't use a prop firm. If you made real money, you wouldn't actually use a prop firm at all. You would just use a live account yourself.
Why wouldn't someone use a prop firm account when they could, if they're actually
Because
good
they're
at
not
trading?
regulated. Those prop
But
firms can wake up any day and take your money. Like they don't have to pay you out. They're not
okay,
regulated.
they don't have to. Obviously, they don't have to pay you out.
Yeah,
But
that's
I'm
the
saying
issue.
if a prop firm has vouchers that
What do you
actually
mean
like
vouchers? They don't. That doesn't mean anything.
they paid multiple people out. Why do you think they
Uh,
wouldn't pay you out?
Because they can choose any day not to pay you out.
I
If you
mean,
made a
yeah,
lot of money, they don't have to
if
pay
you
you
broke
out.
rules or something like
But
that, but if you're
yeah,
doing
exactly.
fraud
There's
on a
no
prop firm, if you're
exactly.
doing
There's
fraud on
no
a prop firm or something
not even
that's
fraud,
like
dude.
horribly bad, or you're
Stacking. Do you know
charging back
why?
on on a
Okay,
prop firm.
stacking. Do you know why these firms are simulated? Do you know why?
Obviously, they're made to fail. They're made for you to fail.
Okay, apart from that, but do you know why they're simulated?
Why?
So that don't get regulated by the SEC. That's why they're not
You know,
regulated in the same way that brokerages are.
you want, like,
What?
for example, I'm using Top Step again.
Yeah.
Top Step. I'm gonna repeat this again for you. On Top Step, if you get five payouts, all you need is five payouts. You get moved into a live account, and a live account is with the brokerage. It's not simulated funds anymore.
Yeah, I
The
know. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the prop firm itself is not regulated. The brokerage might be, but not the prop firm itself. That's the point
that's
I'm getting at.
everybody knows that. Everybody knows that. When you buy
And
a
that's
prop
part of
firm
the
account,
problem.
obviously the prop firm is not gonna give you $2,000 to just play with when you pay only $100. The prop firm is not gonna give you $2,000 because you paid $100.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not like That's not what it
That's not
is.
my point, though. My point is there's a reason they structured this way. Is so that they don't have regulations. Do you
Okay.
really think they're just gonna? Do you really think if prop firms are profitable, they would just promote it this way? Do you know what's really happening?
Prop firms make over $3 million a month. Obviously, they're alive because of the 99% of traders that are actually trash at
Yeah, and do you
trading.
know? And do you know and do you know how many influencers get paid by them and spoof
If you have a
their
code,
payouts?
for example, if you have like they give you an affiliate code, then yeah, you can make money off prop firms and like
Not never be able to trade. Yeah, that's what I'm getting at. That's where a lot of these traders on TikTok are getting their money from. It's not from actually trading. It's from the affiliate links and pretending
there
that
are
they can
people
trade.
there are people who
But
genuinely trade on prop firms, have 20 accounts on prop firms, spend $2,000 on 20 accounts,
yeah,
and they copy trade and they make money off that. Genuinely make money off that. You could look up
have you ever? Okay.
Apex Trader. You could make 40K in a week off just trading on their prop firm, and they give you could buy 20 accounts.
Okay. How much is that gonna cost?
20 accounts is gonna cost you like around $2,000, $3,000. But if you're genuinely
Does
a good
that wait?
trader,
So hold up. You're gonna spend $2,000 and they're gonna
you're
give you
investing.
40K.
You're investing in yourself. You're investing in yourself. If you're a good trader, you can make that 40,000
Uh
on
huh.
20 accounts. If you
Uh
trade
huh.
20
And
accounts
what
and you're
makes you
genuinely a
think
good
that?
trader,
Okay,
you
yeah.
can
And
make
what makes
money
you
off
think
that.
that these people are good traders?
I'm not saying who said people are good traders. I'm saying 99%
You.
of people that trade aren't actually good at trading. They're just
No, but
on the
I'm saying
markets
like, what
gambling.
makes you think those good traders are good traders and not just making their money off of affiliate links and spoofing it?
They show proof of payouts.
Again, proof of payout. The company pays them. They can literally sit there and fake a payout that doesn't tell me anything. See, that's what I'm getting at. You have no evidence for that.
Regular people like me get payouts off prop firms, and
Okay.
I have it posted on my account too.
And
But
how long have you been doing this for?
I've been doing it for 3 months. I've been trading
Okay,
for
so
3 months, and I'm profitable.
you made $6,000 in 3 months. That's a $2,000 a month.
Yes,
That's like a minimum
it
wage job.
it doesn't matter. I'm just starting off. You're not gonna start off a business making $1 million a month. You start off small, then go big. Like what? You don't just click buttons and just get rich. You
That's what you've
have
been
to
doing, though.
start
I mean, that's what
small.
you're trying to
You
do, I
have
guess.
you have to start small.
Uh
You have
huh.
to start small to actually get to that point. Like just like a business, you have to start somewhere.
So
If you
what are
don't
you
start,
selling or buying? I mean, what are
you're
you?
not
What
selling
service
or
do you
buying.
have?
You're not selling or buying anything.
So it's not a business.
I guess, bro.
You keep trying to get this idea that it's a business. It's not a business. You're just
I
gambling and you
guess,
got
bro.
lucky. And you made less than minimum wage in 3 months. I'm
Yeah,
not
yeah,
sure how much time you spend on it, but
yeah. If you can make $6,000 while sitting at home, just sitting on a computer, like I
that
think
would.
that's fine. Just starting off.
But you
I
made
also
six
have a
thousand
job.
dollars in three
I
months. That's
also
$2,000 a month. That's like I don't know where you live, but that would be like below minimum wage.
If you're just starting off trading, there's people that start off trading losing 40K as soon as they start
Yeah,
options
because
trading.
they're gamblers. Yeah,
Okay, but
yeah, it's an addiction.
what's your point? You're telling me that you would
But
rather work an 8 hour shift and get paid a hundred
no,
bucks, two hundred
my
bucks,
point.
500 bucks when you could just sit at home and make 500 bucks in 2 minutes. Like,
Well, here's my point. My point is one, first and foremost, you have no evidence of what you're doing is going to be sustainable long term. Secondly, I don't know how much time you're spending on it, but if you try to do this full time, you're getting less than minimum wage job is. You're just wasting your time. That's what that's what I'm
I
saying.
don't trade full time. I trade for about like two
Okay.
hours a day. So,
Okay.
and I actually have a like working job. I work an actual job.
Congratulations.
Like,
Well, it tells you that your strategy is going to work forever, isn't it?
because my strategy has been around for over 12 years, over a bunch of fucking decades. My
Wait,
strategy has been around. My strategy is called
uh-huh.
supply and demand. Supply and
Okay.
demand is everywhere. You
Uh-huh.
can ask anybody in the chat. Supply and demand is one of the most profitable strategies that has been working for like the past 12 years of trading to begin with. And you could back test it, do anything you want. But I'm just saying. I'm just saying you can't say day trading is a scam because you took a couple losses. If that's what it
No,
was.
not even what I said. You just completely ignored everything
You
I
did. You
said.
did say earlier
What?
that
What?
you've traded on a brokerage or something like that with your
Yes,
own
real
money.
money. Yeah, not
Okay.
monopoly money. Yeah.
Yeah. But what happened when you did it? Why? What made you
What?
say day trading is a scam?
I wasn't day trading. I was doing options trading.
Okay. So what made
Day
you
trading
say
is
that was a scam?
okay. Which no, options or day trading?
Is it because you lost money that you said that it's a scam? Day trading and
Nope.
options trading,
What?
it doesn't matter. It's S&P 500, Nasdaq, anything. It doesn't really matter. All I'm saying is, why are you saying that
Because you're just
day
gambling.
trading
You have
or
no. Because people don't actually have strategies. They're just gambling.
okay? But did you lose
What?
money to actually make that statement?
No.
So you never lost money in options trading.
That's not even what I said. See, now that's two different things.
It's not
What?
different
Yeah, it
things.
is. I made money. Yeah.
Okay. So what makes you say that it's a scam?
Because it's just gambling. I had no strategy. I just gambled on macro events. What? Do you know what a macro event is, or
Bro, no, you're actually
what? See, this is the thing. This is what I'm getting at. You don't actually have it. You don't have a strategy, do you?
I do have a strategy. I have a working
Uh-huh.
strategy that works for me. You have to find your own strategy you have to find something that works for you. There's ICT, there's supply and demand, there's ICC, there's people that trade only fair value gaps and actually make money off fair value gaps. Like, it doesn't matter what your strategy is. It matters about your psychology. If you treat trading like gambling, you will be gambling. If you treat trading as,
Okay.
oh, let me just buy here, sell here with nothing that
Yeah, but do you have
with
any
nothing that
evidence of
aligns
what
with
you're doing is a? But do you have any evidence of what you're doing is
you,
working or not?
you back
You have a
test.
back
There's
test.
some
You have a
on
back test?
you
Really?
could
You
go
back
on
tested it?
TradingView right
No,
now.
but did you?
Yes, obviously, I back tested my
For how many?
strategy for
For
over
how long?
16 hours a day for the past 3
What?
months.
What does that mean? You back tested for how long did you back test it for?
On go on your computer right now. Look
That's
up
not what I asked.
TradingView replay mode.
That's not even what I asked you though. How long did you
But
back test it for?
when I first started, for over 16 hours a
No, but
day.
how long is the back test? How many years back?
You could go all the way back to
How many
2012, 2011.
how many years back did you go? You're the one who did the back test.
I only went back like 5 years, but you
Why
could go
it
back
took you
as far as you
16
want.
out it took you 16 hours a day to go back to do a 5-year back
That's
test?
what you got to do. The risk that you got to
No.
take to actually try and make it in trading.
16 how many days for 16 hours?
Probably like a month straight.
You spent a month straight back testing
Huh?
16 hours just for 5 years?
Yep.
Dude, there's people who can do a back test
You
in a
could
day.
back
Why
you
did it
could
take
back
you that
test
long?
you could back test a strategy.
No, but you're not
If you
supposed to take that
want to
long to
find the
back
working
test. What?
strategy that works for you, if you want to find the working strategy that works for you,
Uh-huh.
everything is free on YouTube. You never have to pay for anything on YouTube. Everything is free on YouTube. You find something that you like. You back test it. You
Okay.
see if it actually works. You see if you see it a bunch of
16
times.
hours a day just to 16 hours a day for a month to back test?
Yes.
Because it takes you a day to do that. It takes people a day to back test. Why'd you take 16 hours a day for a month to do that for?
I don't think you know what back test means.
Yeah, I do know what back testing means. Yeah.
I don't think you know what back testing means.
You can literally program a strategy. You got it off YouTube or something. Why did it take you so long? You can just program it.
What do you mean program it? This isn't something that you could just tell ChatGPT to program you a fucking software to
Use Python, but
get
you can program these things. You know that, right?
What? You could you could create a strategy apparently with ChatGPT. Yeah, you could do that.
Well, I didn't even
But
say
it's not
ChatGPT. I said program it. You know what programming is, right?
Yes, I know what programming is.
Exactly. That's my point. Wait. Oh, you manually backtest. Is that what you're saying?
Yes, you manually backtest.
Oh Lord.
You
So
go,
this is what
go
this guy
back.
did. This is what this guy did. He sat there and he went day by day by day and manually entered the trades himself. That's
Oh
holy
my
shit.
God. You don't
That's not how
understand what
you
back testing is.
that's not how you backtest though. That's
You
never how
don't
you're supposed to do it.
understand. You don't understand what back testing is.
Do you
Oh
Dude,
my
how do you
God.
think people actually backtest? I'm trying to understand you guys, and all I'm getting so far is that it's just like a bunch of kids who have no idea what they're doing.
I guess. But back testing is you could go on TradingView right now. Go on the NASDAQ. And you could, for example, supply and demand, you could literally go in replay mode. And
Replay mode?
there's something called a replay mode.
Uh-huh.
And you could find your setups and see what happens when, for example, for supply and demand, you could see what happens when price taps a supply zone. See how price reacts to that zone that you marked out during a back test or something like that. Anything like
So
that.
wait, did you say it's discretionary?
What?
It's just you just say is your strategy discretionary?
What do you mean discretionary?
Like you just pick and choose where you enter without like any reason.
No, there is a reason why you enter each trade. If you don't have a reason why you enter each trade, then it's just
So why
gambling.
didn't you just okay, so why don't you just automate it then?
What?
Why don't you just code it and automate it?
Why would you? That coding and automating isn't actually gonna make you profitable. You have to do it manually. You have to put the hours in.
Why?
You have to lose a massive amount of money to actually
This is just
find a
gambling. You have
working
to, no, you
strategy.
don't. Hold up. You can automate your strategy, dude. This is just yeah. It'll.
If you could
yeah,
automate your strategy, then there would be a whole bunch of millionaire traders right now. If
there are millionaire traders. Yeah.
obviously there are millionaire traders, but I'm saying
What
if
do you
could
think they do? They
automate-
automate it. Yes, they do. Yes. There's
I
millionaire
guess.
traders who automate it. Yes.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're supposed to.
If
you have a-
trading
if you
was
have a
that,
strategy
so why
what?
are you not a millionaire? Why don't you just automate a
I don't
strategy?
have a strategy that
Why
works.
don't you
That's
hop
why.
on Python? Why don't you hop on
What?
Python and make your own strategy?
Because it would take
If it was
years
that
to do
easy,
that.
if it was that easy, you wouldn't be
Who said
sitting
it
on a
was
TikTok
easy?
live saying
What?
it's day trading is a scam. Like,
How does that even make any sense?
if you could automate a strategy, why don't you do it?
'Cause I don't have a strategy.
But if you could just, if it was that easy, why don't you do it?
It's not.
But you're saying it is.
I'm
You're saying I
it's-
could just
what?
go on Python and just automate my strategy, so it could like
Oh no,
basically
having a
trade
strategy
for
that
me.
works. Oh no, a strategy that works. See,
Why-
this is the part you're not listening. A strategy that works and a strategy that you can automate are two different things. Yeah, you can automate any strategy, doesn't mean it works.
Okay, but I'm saying if you could automate any strategy, why isn't there a whole bunch of millionaires that actually
are.
automate their strategies?
There are.
Okay, I guess.
There are literally Wall Street, Jane Street. Have you heard of Jane Street or Medallion Fund or anything like that?
If you go to Wall Street right now, you will see a whole bunch of people on computers, sitting on computers. They don't have fucking AI automating their shit.
Yes, they
They
do.
don't.
Yes, they do.
Okay.
They literally do. What the fuck are you talking about? Don't spam
Okay.
chat.
If
They
it
do
was,
what are you yes, they do have things automating it.
if trading was really that easy, if trading was really
It's
that
not
easy, I
easy, but they
promise
do
you.
automate it. But they do automate it.
Okay.
It's not easy, but they automate it. See, again,
Yeah.
I think hold up, stacking. Do you think it's easy to program an AI that works with trading?
Obviously,
That
I don't
actually
think
makes
it's
money
easy.
trading?
Obviously, I don't think it's easy. That shit takes a whole bunch of
So then what the fuck
backtesting.
are you talking about?
I'm saying that if trading was that easy, then everybody would do it. Then you wouldn't have
Because
day trading as a scam on your live.
If day trading that was easy, you would see that people on TikTok that do this day trading stuff, they would be millionaires. They wouldn't be posting on TikTok selling courses.
Did I say like the TikTokers are millionaires?
Are they not day traders?
They're day traders, but I never said that they were millionaires.
Right. And why do you think that is?
Hello?
Yeah. Hello,
You don't
Irene.
just
How old
become a
are you?
millionaire overnight. It takes
I'm
time.
21 years old. First of all, I'm pretty sorry about my English. I'm from
No
Germany,
worries.
so I'm sorry if it's not ideal.
Yeah, no worries. It's okay.
Okay, perfect. So basically, I just wanted to link in and like hear from you what your thoughts are. Why exactly you're saying that day trading is a scam? I mean, I get your point. College is not a scam. I completely agree with you on that. And trading courses are a scam. I completely agree on that too. But like, what is your general thought? Why day trading overall is a scam? Because it sounds to me that you actually kind of have some experience or some knowledge about the thematic, and like from what I heard now, you're not really thinking that trading itself is a scam. So like, what
Well,
makes
trading and day trading are two different things. Those are two
what
different
exactly do you
things.
consider? Like, what do you consider trading? Like the term.
Term trading would mean that you are placing effectively a bet using, stocks or some asset, to capture some sort of movement, basically.
Okay. What do you
That's what that
consider
means.
day trading? Because like
Day
for me,
trading would be doing that within a day or within, like
yeah,
whatever the
exactly.
market hours would be, not 24, but yeah,
Yeah,
a
exactly.
shorter
And
time period.
why do you think that it doesn't work in that time frame?
Because those are the time frames where you have the least advantage. Like those are the time frames you're at the mercy of market makers, basically. There are computers in AI that will trade stocks faster than you. They'll trade future stocks, options, crypto, all of it faster than you, and they will pretty much just, if there's any inefficiency, if there's any place to make money, they will step in and they will do that before you even see the price. So there's literally absolutely no way for you to actually consistently make money. You can get
If it
lucky,
was
but that doesn't mean it'll be consistent.
I
it was
agree
that
with
easy, then everybody would make money. That's what I'm trying to say. If it
What
was
market
really
makers
that
do
easy,
make money. Market makers do make money.
well,
What are you talking
first of
about?
obviously the
all,
market makers like Wall Street, because they already know what's
can
gonna.
I interrupt for a second?
Yeah,
First of
no, go
all, like,
ahead.
yeah, market makers, like a different term. Market makers aren't really the trading institutions. Market makers are more like the institutions letting you execute the order, and they just like take a little percentage out of that.
No, but
Like,
market makers also step in and they no, but market makers will also step in and they'll buy and resell you stock. You know that, right?
yeah, for sure. Like,
Yeah, they'll sell it to you
like
at a
I'm
higher
not, to
price
be
if
honest,
there's a way
I'm
to.
not that familiar with the English terms. For me, a
Oh,
market
okay.
maker is an institution that executes the order, and the other are just like the trading institutions. But I get what you mean. Like my point of view
It's a
on
bit
the day
different.
trading thematic is I completely agree that you can't really compete with the institutional traders because you don't have the
Yeah.
technical advancement, you don't have the advantage, you don't have the knowledge, you just don't have the speed. But
Yes.
somehow
Yeah, but also
day
let me
trading
tell
is
you what
kind of
the. Sorry, go ahead. I was gonna say what the market maker is too.
yeah,
I think you
sure,
forget
go
what the
on.
market maker is. The market maker isn't just isn't like just the brokerage. The market maker is who actually is filling you the order. When you buy and you sell a stock, the brokerage will handle part of the transaction, but the ones actually buying and selling, that's the market makers.
Yeah, exactly. That's
Yeah.
what I was that's
Okay.
what I meant. But the day trading thing is, I agree that you can't really compete with the institutions, and that day trading isn't really related to what institutions do. Like day trading for me is kind of a gamble, but it's like a calculated gamble. It's not that easy to explain, but it's like if you go to the casino and you can somehow influence your odds of winning. That's why this whole you sometimes lose and everything and psychology shit is such a big part of day trading, and why discretion somehow is such a big part of day trading too. You can like basically you're somehow gambling the markets, but you can get an advantage with your win percentage.
That wouldn't be gambling then if you had an advantage. That's my point. Is most people can't get an advantage. Yeah, I
Yeah,
agree
I
with you there,
definitely agree
but
that most people can't get an advantage.
yeah, and
Like
I don't think most
I
people
just
would be
think
able
day
to.
trading
Yeah.
itself, because if you say day trading is a scam, then that for me just means that you're saying it's literally impossible. And while I agree that
No, it's
it's
not impossible.
impossible, well, then we agree
No, oh yeah, I
because
guess we do. Because I'm saying like here's I'll give you a perfect example. It's possible to win money at a casino, right?
it is, yes.
Yeah, absolutely. So would you still say like, it's a good idea to try to make money at a casino?
Not necessarily, but I wouldn't compare day
Same thing
trading
here.
to casino, especially because
Why
you
not?
can. Well, you can actually have an edge, but what I mean is 99% of people of day traders don't have an edge. Most are
Right,
just
I agree
either
with you.
close
Yeah, but
plus.
you can also have an edge in the yeah, but here's the thing too. Like you can have an edge in a casino as well. There was people who found ways to have an edge in a casino too. It's just very rare.
well, if you see it that way, then we agree that day trading somehow relates to that. Yeah, then I guess there's not much to discuss because basically we agree. I think too
Yes.
that with day trading, like 99% of people just lose because they don't have the capacities, they don't have the knowledge, they don't have any opportunity to get the knowledge or an actual edge. And yeah, my point was just it is possible, but not for the wider mass. But if you mean that, then I guess we completely agree.
Yeah, look, yeah, and here's the thing. I'm not saying like it's impossible. It's just not likely for overwhelming majority of people because they don't have the right information, they don't have the right
Yeah, exactly. I
tools,
agree on
and they don't
that.
have the right knowledge, they don't have the right, apart from that, realistically, there's only two ways you're going to make, a consistently profitable strategy, which is one, you have more information someone else doesn't have, or you get it faster than someone else, or two, you have some math formula that works that no one else has. But yeah.
Well, I wouldn't necessarily agree on that. Well, somehow yes, but not with the math formula because
Right.
you
Yeah.
can you can somehow trade economic events or like market behavior, but it is
I see what you're
your own
saying.
gamble. You can't be sure that like with an institution they somehow know what's going to happen. They're able to manipulate price to a certain point, and you as a retail trader will never be able to do that or to for sure say what is happening in the market. But there are
Oh, someone just said I watched the A-Bands video. I think I found gold. Yeah, I have the whole clip with A-Bands. I've downloaded it. I need to make sure I have that, but I need to double check that A-Bands clip. But anyway, sorry, go ahead.
dude, I low-key forgot what I wanted to say.
Oh, I'm sorry. I just read one of the comments. My bad. But I don't think we necessarily disagree. Yeah, let me clarify this. Yes, there's people who make money trading. It's just not. It wouldn't be counted as day trading.
Yeah, what I basically mean is just you can do it without the mathematical stuff. It's somewhat of guessing because let's be honest, all this fair value gap stuff, it doesn't really work because then everyone who does it would have an 100% win rate and everyone would just code it and automate it. It doesn't necessarily work. Most of the people, and there are some people that are actually like long-term profitable, even with this ICT stuff. I don't do that neither, but there are some, I guess. And even then it's mostly discretion and somehow a bit of luck, I guess. And like, that's it, what makes it. That's why I mean that day trading overall isn't for everyone and it isn't really possible for the wider mass, but there are some people. That's like my whole point. That's all I wanted to like clarify from my point of view. That's not completely impossible because I figured that was your point.
No, yeah, that is. Thank you for joining, Reem. Appreciate it.
All right,
That's
thank
nice.
you. I
Yes.
appreciate you.
Thank you.
Basically, like we have the same opinion, I guess. Have a nice day.
Sure. Thank you. I'm gonna go to Expose FX. Hello,
Hello.
Expose. Hey, how old are you?
54.
Oh, perfect. Go ahead.
Been trading since 1994 professionally.
Nice.
My first job was as an entry-level analyst at a futures firm in Oklahoma City, hedging agriculturals and drafting white papers on what causes rates to move. The problem with
Interest
retail,
rates?
huh?
Interest rates?
Nope.
Oh,
Value.
oh, I see.
Auction,
Okay.
auction theory defined to a real number gives value. And value will lead exchange rates or prices of gold or anything else all day long. The problem with retail strategies is they're taking the most efficient market in the world and using an abstract level of analysis on top of them. Well, that defeats the very efficiency of the analysis. So when you take abstract methods that are 30%, 40% consistency, you don't have a strategy. You're purely trading a risk model. But yet when you follow value and you trade dynamically, that will lead the prices in your direction because who trades when they can capitalize on free yield? Banks.
Right.
Banks. So
Exactly.
it pushes the price in your direction. So where you say trading courses are a scam, I would completely agree if they're abstract methods, if they're retail-based
But
methods.
Expose. Why would someone sell you? Okay, but then why would someone sell you like a trading strategy that worked?
They wouldn't.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm
They
getting at.
wouldn't
Yeah,
unless
that's
they're
what
on
I'm
a
getting
mission.
at.
So I've taught for 25 years. And when I teach, I provide models that lead the market. Right?
Wait, what? Wait. Wait, hold up. Are you saying that you sell a course that makes money?
Yes.
Why would wait? So you sell a trading course that would make people money?
In 1997, I was burned. Back then I was a little bit younger. I was burned for
You
365.
don't believe in you don't believe in alpha decay?
Oh, yeah, I do.
So then how would you be able to sell a model that works without alpha decay?
It does the strategy doesn't decay in itself.
Then how does that make any sense? All strategies decay.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. What we can really?
Auction theory has been around since day one. Auction theory defined to a real number gives a premium and a discount to the currency, to the commodity, the metal, the oil, whatever it is. That leads every single market all day long. So
where's your evidence that your strategy doesn't decay?
Because it leads price movement. I'm not.
Okay, so are you saying that you can predict the price?
No, you don't need to predict. You just need to be ahead of the move. And the only way to stay ahead of the move is have analysis that leads the time frame that you're on.
Would be predicting. But that would be predicting again.
No, it's not predicting. It's staying dynamic. Predicting includes static measures like a Fibonacci or Elliott wave.
No, it doesn't.
Those are bullshit.
No, it doesn't. Hold up, because all you're saying is, hey, under this model, I can figure out what the strategy is or what the price is going to be in the future. Is that not what you're saying?
No. You don't need to.
How would you make any money if you don't know what the
trading isn't using technical analysis? It's not using fundamentals. Trading is taking advantage of aggression. How do you identify?
Did you say not using? Wait, did you say not using fundamentals?
No, it's not.
You don't think fundamentals are important for trading?
For macro moves, but trading is not a macro move.
Okay.
Trading is taking advantage of aggression. What time
frame are we talking about? What time frame?
1 minute. Because as a market maker,
there's no way. Okay, guys.
As a market maker,
what are you going to figure out in 1 minute?
You tell the value.
And everything's value driven. Do you sell a course or something?
I license models, but I teach people how to use the models as well. Because otherwise, they'd have no utility in the models, even if they, leading the market.
Again, but where's your evidence that your models don't decay?
There's no decay in something that leads the market.
How much?
There's no decay.
How much does it sell for?
It's a monthly license, but that's irrelevant because
I'm just curious how much it is.
It doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter. I'm not here to sell it. I'm here to put level the discussion because you've used a lot of retail assumptions without any background information on it.
Why don't you hold up? But you're still selling it right now. You're selling something that you're licensing. How much are you selling it for?
Doesn't matter. Anywhere between 175 and 400 a month.
Okay, thank you. That's what I wanted to get at. So you're telling people, hey, pay me $175 to $400 a month, and you're gonna make the money?
No, they do it.
So again, let's ask you how come your strategy doesn't have alpha decay?
Alpha decay doesn't apply to a leading measure. The only time that you would have anything even remotely close to alpha decay is when the market's range bound and not moving. But how does the market get to a range bound point and not move? It's when there's no differential in value between two of the instruments, whether it's the euro, the dollar, or dollar and gold.
How would you determine that there's no differential?
Because you have to calculate value. And if you're comparing apples to apples, right? If you're comparing apples to apples, let's say euro to the dollar.
Is it a black box or something? Are you selling a black box?
I license a black box, yes.
Oh, okay.
But I teach how that black box works. I'm just not going to give the secret sauce. Because the value of information is by far, in the financial markets, the most valuable commodity on the face of the earth.
Okay. But then, wait, how does this thing work? Wait, so you license the black box model. Do people give you money for you to put them into the black box?
No, they trade. I teach them how to trade it themselves.
How do you have evidence that what you're telling them works?
Because they use it.
That doesn't tell me if it works or not.
So the evidence is in what they do.
No, but that doesn't tell me if what they're trading is making the money or not. Where's your evidence that makes the money?
Oh, God. We get to the clues.
What? You're selling something for $175 to $400. You don't think people want to know how much money they're going to make on this, or?
Oh, certainly.
So what are they expected to make for $175 to $400?
Okay.
It doesn't tell me anything, but.
Well, that's a day's return for them.
How much is that? I can't really.
It's 1,395 with 95% accuracy. That's
No,
just one day,
what's the
59
ROI though?
trades.
But what's the
Huh?
ROI? What's the ROI? What's the return?
It's a little over 1.3%
Wait. So you made, and can you make that 1.3% consistently every day?
every single day.
If you made 1.3% consistently I'm gonna clip this, guys. If you make, wait, are you saying you can make 1.3% consistently every day?
1.3% is only about 12 pips of movement
No, but you're saying you can make that every day.
every day.
For how long?
Every day.
Forever?
You got to take into consideration value leading the price. So anytime.
Wait. No. Before we move any forward, you're saying you can make 1.3% every day, every single day.
Every day.
For how long? For a year, 1 year, 2 year? How many years?
Every trading day.
Okay, so every trading day would be minus the weekends. You don't trade weekends, I'm assuming?
No, I trade about an hour a day.
No, but you're trading 5 days a week, is what I'm getting at.
No, maybe 3 to 4.
Okay. What? Okay, so 3 to 4. It went from, okay, but even if you make 1%, 1.3% every day, why are you not the richest person on earth? That would compound to being the richest person, making you the richest person on earth. I'm gonna clip this. I'm gonna clip this.
Market's got to be scalable. It's only a limit to scaling.
Dude,
Here,
this is insane.
let's look at another one. This is another one for the day.
Hold up, expose.
It's not a lot, but
hold up. We're gonna do some math.
Here's another one.
Hold up. If you made 1%.
Wait, here's another one.
A day, every day. How long until? Hold up. How much would you make in a year? Let's see. If you made 1% every day, let's see, 1% on, let's say let's say $10,000, nothing crazy. If you made 1% every day for a year, you would make $365,000. That's one year. Now let's put this up to 5 years.
Yeah, and then let's go back and talk about college.
With 5 years, listen. And in 5 years, you would have had made $772 million.
You got to use some common sense once in a while. College teaches people without ingenuity.
Oh my God, we're not
how to be a pattern.
Expose. No, before we expose, hold up, before we change the subject, because this is what you're selling, guys. See, this is what I'm getting at right here. 1.3% a day, every day, would make you the richest person on earth within a few years. What are you talking about here?
Oh, that's a clueless approach. That's a pretty ignorant approach. You're not going to trade every day. You're not going to scale it every day. You're not going to. You're just not going to.
Even for 100 days. No, we're going to do the math on this afterwards.
That's easy.
No, I'll do the math.
That's only up to somebody's. That's only up to somebody what somebody wants.
But you said you make 1.3% every day.
Every day I trade.
Okay. Exactly. So you're claiming you make what, 300% in a year, 400% in a year?
That's pretty easy.
And what's your alpha on that? You're claiming that you have a 290. Actually, it doesn't even matter at that point. 300%.
It doesn't matter. What do you think the institution? What do you think banks make per year in foreign exchange?
Wait, so expose. Why are you not the richest person on earth if you're making 300 to 500% a year?
I don't care to be. That's just a greed component. That's just a greed component.
Wait, did you guys hear what he just said? I could be the richest person on earth, but I
didn't say that. You said that.
No, but if you're making 300 to 500% a year every year, you would be the richest person on earth in a few years.
I didn't say that. You said that.
No, that's what you claimed. With
your approach is a pretty liberal approach. You're not using common sense.
That is common sense.
You're saying that trading courses are a scam. I would agree with that if they're retail approaches. Day trading is not a scam. The wealthiest and the largest incomes in the world are traders in per capita. College, though.
See, he's not able to. He doesn't. You have a guy here, 50,000 followers. He's selling this thing $175 to $400.
Here's another one.
I could be the richest person
these
on
are
earth.
students. These are the students that you say are being scammed. This means nothing. There's another one.
It literally means nothing. What you're showing means absolutely nothing. There's no verification to what you're showing. Guys, this is what happens when you try to sell something that isn't. 1.3% a year would make you the richest person on earth in a few years.
I didn't say 1.3% a year. You did.
I said a day, every day.
Let's keep looking. More and more and more of them.
This is too funny. Oh my God.
See, when you're
Anyone
confronted,
can make charts like That makes
when
no.
you're
There's no
confronted with your own
verification to what
retail
you're showing.
assumptions.
There's no verification to what you're showing. Expose.
Uh,
There's literally no
okay,
verification.
who are you? You don't have the
What?
qualifications for it.
I know more about finance than you do at this point because you just lied
I have a
this entire
master's in
time.
economics. I
And you
stepped away
should.
from
Uh
economics.
huh.
This is probably before you were born,
Uh-huh.
because that has no
Yeah, uh-huh.
relevance to trading.
And instead of using your degree to make any money being an economist or something respectable, you wanted to sell people a dream online.
Nope.
Oh, really? How much money have you
You're
made
really
trading?
freaking
Okay.
clueless.
How
You
many,
really are clueless.
how much money have you made trading?
Many, many, many millions.
Uh-huh. I'm sure. So why are you selling something for $175 to $400?
Because if you heard the first thing I said,
What?
back in 1997, I was burned for 360,000. So I vowed to do something with it and make a difference for other people, so they weren't scammed by people who were selling them bullshit.
So you want to be the one selling them bullshit?
Hey, if you don't want to know how to trade, if you don't want to
Then you don't know
understand
how
the
to trade.
complexity of the market, you can keep
You
on
don't
with the
know what that
ignorance.
is. No, expose. You know what? I'm gonna do the math and I'll post it afterwards. Guys, if you don't believe me, please follow. I'm gonna post the math to show you guys how full of shit he is right now. I let him talk because I know this guy's full of shit. Also, Mark, well, please let me get Mark in here. Mark worked on Wall Street or he's worked in finance. Hey, Mark.
Expose FX. What's up? What's
Yeah.
up? Expose FX. I have a quick question. Since you're mainly trading
He's
currencies,
doing it out of
what
God.
kind of strategy are you employing? Are you employing more of like purchase power parity and also looking at current balances, like the portfolio balance approach in terms of these companies, or are you just?
Companies, it's foreign
I
exchange. There's
mean
no companies.
currencies. I meant currencies. I'm sorry. I take that back.
So what was the question?
Are you like what is your strategy? Because you mentioned currency and outperforming on a
So this should
1.3% or like getting 1.3% return when your value is created or when you see the direction of value or whatever it may be. What you mentioned over 100 days, over like half of your 252 trading days, you're pulling in 600% return.
Oh my
Okay.
God. Versus
That's
the market's
insane.
10%. Yeah, that's
Okay.
unheard of.
And
No
with
one does
Okay.
even
that.
and
That's because you're
currencies,
following the statistics of retail or investors'
That's your
approaches. I don't
statistics.
follow retail approaches.
Are you inventing your own numbers? Like I
but
don't understand
my
here.
question is,
You have to calculate the value.
you had mentioned
Let's
your
take into
economic degree.
consideration. So let's level out the ignorance here. Let's take into consideration the euro dollar. If
I
somebody is
love
trading the
exposing
euro
people. This is
dollar,
too funny.
if you're trading the
He's
euro
just wiping
dollar,
out
you're
this
only
opponent.
looking
This is
at
too funny.
8 to 12% of the overall market. 8 to 12%. Looking at the euro dollar, 8 to 12%. You cannot determine the
Oh no, we're making
direction
the
of
video.
the euro dollar if you're only looking at the smallest slice of the
That's
pie.
not even what we're talking about here, Expose.
Wait, well, no, Mark asked quite ignorantly, how
That's
do
not
I
what Mark
calculate
asked.
the value?
Okay,
How
but yeah,
is
I'm
the
not sure about it
strategy?
anyway.
He asked, how do you calculate or how do you determine the strategy? It's all based upon value. So because the foreign exchange market is by
Uh-huh.
far the most efficient and the largest, the basket for foreign exchange assets don't change from day to day.
That is true.
Okay.
Money moves from one currency to the next currency. So where is the advantage? The advantage is knowing where that cross-border payment is going. And then you can identify the aggression of that flow, which leads order flow because it's a value determined perceived value. That's the easy term for you. The perceived value will tell you where the banks are going to become buyers or sellers as they target the sovereign currency. So if they're targeting the euro or targeting the Swiss franc, all of that money is moving from all the other currencies into the perceived value of that destination. That value leads exchange rates by 15 to 45 seconds all day
Psychic.
long.
Okay, that's wonderful. Expose. That's great and all.
I,
And did you say your strategy never stopped working and it was working since 1997?
Au- Auction theory has worked. If you understand auction theory, when you take auction theory and
No,
you
but
dissect the
wait,
market
did
to a
it
real number,
work since you said it worked since 1990s?
it's been around since forever.
Oh, so you could have made 1.3% return a day every day for 20 years since it was in the 90s?
Well, yeah, you could. You know how long
Oh,
you know
okay.
how long it took me to
So
get to my level?
okay, so you do realize, okay, guys. So 1% a day
Auction theory is not a retail
on 10.
concept at all.
If you made 1% on $10,000 a day, and let's just say every day, or call it for 10 years. He said it worked since 2000, so that'd be 20 years. Let's half that number. Let's say 10 years. We're gonna say if you made 1% on $10,000 a day every day, how much would you make in 10 years? You would have made $52 quintillion
And
or
you want
quintillion
to stick to
dollars.
college. And you want to stick to college, right?
Do, exposed. Do you realize what that number is? Hold up. Let me just here. Let's just
Okay, so take into
hold up,
consideration scaling. What you're doing is
guys.
a
This
pretty
is
liberal
literally how much.
approach.
Hold up. What does math have to do with liberalism? I don't understand. Liberals are not
Because
entitled to
what's
math,
when
guys. Literally,
you're
this is what he's
confronted, I've heard it a
describing.
few times for
One
about
one
35 minutes.
percent,
When you're
1%
confronted
a
with
day,
somebody's facts,
every
you change the
day.
goalpost, you move it around.
$50 quintillion? Are you like, what are you talking about here, dude? Are you serious? This is not real. You do realize what you just described. If that was
You
real,
realize that I also said that it's got to be scalable. There are limitations,
okay,
but
that's $10,000.
100,000, 200,000, 300,000, you get to the scaling part, and then it's just daily recurring income. Doesn't mean you're going to be able to scale it to some quadrillion, whatever the hell you want to call it.
That's the number that you said. Literally, that's the number you gave
No,
yourself.
you
said
said
you could
that.
have. No,
You said that.
I just did your math for you, buddy.
But no, you said it.
You were the one.
You did the calculation.
You
I said 1%, 1.5%, heck,
a
3,
day.
4% a day is easy. But you went on to the calculations of infinity. I
No,
didn't
I
say
put
that.
that was for 10 years. That's not
But
infinity. That
I
was for
didn't
10
say
years.
that. You
That
did
was
it. You
for
did it completely
I
on your own.
exposed. I asked you how long has this been working for? Has it
It
been working
works.
since
It's been working since forever. Auction theory is what
Mhm.
causes markets to move. So
Guys,
if you
keep
have
in mind he
let's
can
say
make
let's say
he
you've
can
got
turn
an ounce of gold in your
$10,000.
hand. If you've got
He can
an
turn
ounce of
10.
gold in your hand and you've got 10 buyers,
No. Guys, just so you get an idea while he's up here. He claims that he can make $10,000 into like $60 quintillion, and yet he wants to sell something for $175 to $400. Are you serious? Like, you can listen to him if you want, but it's just he's making money off selling. He's not even. He doesn't understand how compounding works either. No, I muted him because he keeps talking. He doesn't stop talking. That's why. Guys, I'm gonna literally show the math afterwards. I don't think you understand like how terrible what he's describing is, like how unrealistic it is. You're not gonna be. You would be the richest person on earth if what you were describing is real.
Um,
1.3% a day is insane.
quick question exposed also on the strategy. I can see maybe the auction theory or whatever it could be working, but like, are you factoring in when you mentioned the bank reserves? Are you looking at like the central bank expectations of these currency pairs, rate differentials, expected inflation differentials to like embed in your strategy, or is it?
I didn't mention bank reserves.
You had mentioned when the banks were buying the sovereign currency.
Sure.
Are you looking at like the central bank expectations? Is that where you're like deriving your strategy from, like rate differentials?
No, you're using college taught methods that overcomplicate the reality of simple math. Really.
Oh, okay. So how come your math would compound $10,000 into
That's
more
your
money than
compounding.
exists? I did it according to your numbers.
Okay, so then leave a consistent balance of, let's say, 500,000. What does that do every day?
What? What do you mean consistent balance?
You're not going to be able to scale into the trillions and trillions. You got to wake up.
Obviously
You
not.
wanted
What
to
you're
do that
describing isn't
calculation
real.
because you couldn't understand what was going on.
That
So
was
you
the
went into this
calculation you
fantasy
gave.
la la land.
That was the calculation you gave.
1% a day.
You
1%,
said
nothing
1%
I
a
said
day.
about 1%, 1.5%, 2%, 3% every day
That would
says
make
that
it
you
worse
can
for you.
scale. I actually said opposite. It's got to be scalable. So it's going to give you a limitation.
And what is that limitation?
Whatever your broker or whatever your
Okay.
prime
So,
broker is going to be.
but in theory, you could go beyond that if there's no cap.
If you had no cap to what the banks can allow, I mean, most brokers B-book solutions, or at least retail brokers, they B-book. Banks allow that passive A booking, but there are going to be limitations too. Heck, I've traded arbitrage where 3 seconds after the trade, ABN AMRO called and said, hey, they want to cancel the trade because it was 12 grand and somebody made a bad price. So they cancel. So even the institutions, as a prime broking client, they're going to govern or put a little bit of restriction. If you're making a fortune, as long as their premium customers are not being infringed upon because they're making markets, and banks make 95% of their turnover as speculators, not market makers. But if you're infringing on some of their other clients' profitability, they'll cut it short. So you've got to be able to scale and go from, an entry level prime broker to maybe a prime of prime, or eventually a prime broker.
You haven't told me what that number is. At what point do you stop scaling? Because you haven't tried scaling this all the way.
No.
Why haven't you? Wait, so
Because
you can make
I started this project in 1994.
Yeah, so you
when I
would
was
have
working at the futures firm. I started in 1994. 2009 to 2011. I'm giving you the answer. Just be a little patient for me.
No, you're not. You're not answering what I was going to say.
I'm going to answer the question. I know what your question is.
What was my question?
So in 2009 to 2012,
this guy is talking to himself at this point. But
2009 to 2012,
convincing
I built an
people that
aggregation platform.
That's
and
why
that
you have to sell
aggregation
something
platform
for
took in
$175
all
a
of the
month. Yeah, that sounds
institutional
right.
venues.
Yeah,
Right?
this guy's a big baller and he has to sell something $175 a month.
Because it helps. Because
Why
it
wouldn't you
helps.
sell it for free then if you made so much money?
Because it costs.
Because it costs? What does it cost?
It costs. It
What?
costs servers. It costs security. There's all sorts of other stuff that it costs to maintain it.
Why doesn't it pay for itself if you're making 1% a day? It would pay for itself.
Because what I said initially in 1997, I was
What the
burned
fuck
for
does that-
$360,000 by a broker who was unscrupulous, and
But
that
you
cost
could-
me dearly.
Okay.
So I vowed to
Okay.
do something with it and publish the information that retail traders are not privy to.
Okay. Why wouldn't you publish it for free then? Why does it have to be paid for?
Because it's the most valuable commodity in the world.
That doesn't really explain anything.
That does.
Okay, so you're basically saying you have infinite money strategy, but you're not going to do it, but you're not going to use it yourself.
No, I use it. I use it
Then, but you use it, but then why would you sell it?
because it helps other people.
Why? Hold up. But if you use your infinite money strategy, you would have infinite money. You wouldn't have to sell it.
No, it's still it still has to be, scalable. And there's
$175 a
limitations
month
to its
is
scaling.
$175 a month in comparison to what you're talking about is like nothing. It would be like $4,000 a year?
And
You went to
and
400?
and should I run a charity and pay programmers for
If
the
you're
security
making-
when
Expose, if
somebody
you're-
else wants to use it?
Because you're not making money off what you're selling. Or you're making money off selling it, not using it. That's why.
No, absolutely
Literally.
not true.
That is absolutely true.
No, because the number of people that can comprehend complex methods is pretty slim. It's pretty slim.
Yeah, and it doesn't include you.
Okay.
What's your alpha and beta?
Those are defined by retail investing
No,
approaches.
those are literally those were Wall Street guys.
Those
that
are
use that.
investing approaches, and those are portfolio
not-
level analysis. But it's not. It's much
What's
easier than that.
No, but like, what is your alpha and returns? Like, what's your alpha?
Usually about 360 to 400%.
Okay, and what's your beta?
I don't calculate it
So then, how do you know your alpha?
because it's annualized returns.
That's not what alpha is.
But that's what I calculate.
No. Okay, so you don't know what alpha is, but
I
yet
don't care about that because I'm 94, 95% accurate The cost of a transaction, if I'm losing, is negligible. It's a couple of pips.
Pips on what? On Forex?
Yeah,
How leveraged are you?
10 to 1.
So that would mean if it even goes down 1%, you would be down 10%.
It doesn't go down 1%.
Currencies don't go down 1%.
I'm on the 1 minute chart, not a 3 day chart.
Okay.
I'm
Alright,
scalped
I guess.
every time I place a trade.
Uh-huh.
Here's the difference. Retail
Alright.
traders will try and predict. Retail traders will try and use abstract levels of analysis. When I place a trade, I already know that the value is
I'm gonna do
greater
the
than the
math
cost
after
of the
this.
transaction.
I will clip this guy. Yeah, don't worry, guys. It doesn't really matter if the guests believe it. Nothing here matters anywhere. We already said enough to the point where I'm just gonna clip you, and I'll run the numbers for you because you seem to struggle with math. But I'll take care of it. Don't worry.
Sure, I've got you clipped. No problem.
Yeah, sure. You can clip me all you want, but you're just trying to sell something. You're not making money off what you're doing. If you did, you wouldn't have to sell it. Not for
I think I already
400.
showed you charts. I already showed
That's
you
not
charts.
proof for anything.
Huh?
I can anyone can show a chart. That doesn't mean anything.
Yeah, like your college degree doesn't mean diddly, does it?
It's not a chart, dude.
Your college degree doesn't mean diddly.
For what? Don't you claim you have an econ master's, but yet you can't, you can't work in finance,
Why would I want to?
because
Hey,
you
Gigo.
apparently have a strategy that would make you richer than Jim Simons. Are you familiar with Jim Simons?
Very.
Right. So Jim Simons did not get 1% a day. He got less. If you got 1% a day, you would have been richer than Jim Simons, who was worth $30 billion. How come?
Did you listen to anything? You probably didn't.
It's a simple question.
You
How
probably
come,
didn't.
How come that's not the case?
Because it takes time to develop. And I didn't say I've had this strategy since 1994.
Okay.
I said, you wouldn't even listen to that. That's the
When
liberalism.
did you?
You don't even listen to that.
What does this have to do with liberalism?
Well, because what's in front of you, you want to go and change the goalpost or move it somewhere else or
doesn't-
bring something else up or calculate something that somebody doesn't say.
Yeah, I
Right.
calculated the math for you. Hold up.
No.
I
You
literally just did the math.
calculated it on your own.
No, that was the numbers that you said according to compounding 1% a day every day. That's what it would be, or even 3 to 4 times a day.
No,
Call
I
it-
said
call
I
it
trade
200
maybe
days
3 days a
years.
week. 3
Alright,
days
sure.
a week. 3
Okay,
days a
three-
week for about an hour. Hour and a half.
Okay, cool. 3 days a week, 150 days a year. For how many years?
Since 2019.
Okay, so for 7 years.
So
if you
before that,
made-
hold on.
every 3. Okay, cool.
No,
So
you
if
know,
you
you
made
calculated.
1%
So
every
before that,
3 days for 7 years.
This is the
Or,
moron
I
again.
guess 6 years. Literally doing your math for you, by the way. So again, you would hold up for 6 years.
no, wait.
Let's
Why don't
see
you ask
this.
me? Why don't you ask me
For
how many
6
days I'm
years,
trading and how many?
You would have made $14 million off $10,000 in 6 years. But let's assume you started with a bit more. Assume with 100,000, it would have been $143 million, or I guess you would have been limited on that, right? Is that your claim?
Do you use common sense or you just calculate ad litem? You just keep on going.
I calculated what you've said.
Yeah. You calculated what I said, but you went well beyond that. Again, I said
What?
it's got to be scalable. It's going to have limitations based upon your prime broker. And
what's that exact limitation? What's the number that it stops working at?
the number of venues that you're connected to.
No, what's the price? What's the number? What's the
Oh,
money
you
that you can't
goddamn
go
fucking
beyond?
idiots. The number
That's
of
a simple
venues is
question.
going to limit the number of trades that you can take. You've never traded? You've
I have,
probably
but I'm
never
asking you what
traded
number-
anything
what-
more than
what
Pokemon
number-
cards. Is that true?
What number does it not go beyond? Is what I'm asking you. What number does your strategy stop working at? Isn't that important to know? Like I don't.
You've never traded. Nothing but Pokemon cards.
You've literally not saying. You're saying, hey, it's limited. I can't do this every day for 6 years, or every 3 days for 6 years and make $140 million because it's limited. So, what's the number that it limits you at?
It's probably somewhere around 4 to 5.
4 to 5 what? 1,000 million?
No, million.
So you made 4 to 5 million
I've made more than that
off
in my
trading?
career.
Off trading.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So then why are you selling something for $4,000 a year? What's the
Because
point?
for the
That would be
clueless
what?
listening, for the clueless
What would
listening
be
on
the
the
point
other
of
end of
that?
this, it cost me to have developers secure everything
You're wasting
in
your
order to
time trying to
provide
make
licenses.
$4,000 a year when you made 4 to 5 million.
Say that
How
again.
does that? So
Ramble that
hold up.
again.
So you made 4 to 5 million, but you're gonna spend all this time on TikTok trying to get this whole audience, so that way you can make $4,000 a year.
What about it? It pays the cost. It pays the cost of having a developer to keep it secure because it's proprietary levels of knowledge. It's something that you don't know.
If
It's something that you don't know. Matter of
if it's
fact, when I started talking about it, you're like, wait a minute, what is this? What's alpha? What's your beta? All this other bullshit? That's all bullshit.
that is
Because it's
not
retail level of, it's a retail level of no, it's
really
insanity.
when hedge funds talk about alpha, that's retail bullshit.
Well, I worked
I
at
love
Citigroup.
expose.
I worked at
Just know,
Citigroup. I worked at two
expose.
other hedge
Just know I
funds.
love this. I love every second of this, dude. Because I'm gonna run the numbers afterwards. It's gonna be hilarious. I don't have to say anything. You've already said it yourself, dude. But
I bet
anyway.
he probably can't even trade Pokemon cards profitably, right?
Uh-huh.
Host
So-
is delusional. He's got that right.
I mean,
So
keep in
no
mind, this
matter
guy
what-
is
no
claiming
matter
to be
what
the
you
greatest
say,
trader in
the
all of
host is
human
going to
history,
take it out on his
selling
own
something
tangent.
for 400.
No matter what you say, the
Out of
host is going to
tangent?
take it out on a tangent and have
Right.
pipe dreams about what he thought you said.
You're claiming
Common
to be the
sense.
best trader in the world.
It's common sense. Common sense. If
Common
if what
sense
I
is you're
if
full of
what I
shit.
do teaches traders to become 95% accurate, then
What does
what
that-
you say
Did
is
you say
full
95%
of
profitable?
shit.
What do you mean by 95% accurate? Like they're profitable 95% of the time?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. So everyone that would have bought your thing would have been a
Oh, they're all
millionaire.
trillionaires, you fucking idiot. They're all trillionaires.
Pay me $400 and I'll make you a millionaire, guys.
You have no reality in
He's
anything.
so
you
mad.
say.
He's so mad because the second you come up here, he says like these big terms, these big words to try to get more young kids to go and buy his shit because he never made it, dude. That's what it comes down to. If you wouldn't be doing this if you did.
Yeah. you can think that.
No,
But-
I know that. That's not what I think. I know that because people who made it in Wall Street and finance, all stuff, they're not on TikTok crying about how they're the greatest trader in the world, and then just trying to make up some shit. Millionaire selling a 4K training. Yeah, exactly. How does that make any sense?
Makes a lot of
Wouldn't you-
sense.
It wouldn't be worth your time.
But it covers the cost of develop. You didn't hear that?
It wouldn't
It
be
covers
worth
the
your-
cost of
It wouldn't
developers,
be.
right?
It wouldn't be worth your time to even do that, dude.
But if you're greed focused, you would say that. Some people,
Wait,
some
what
people
do you
are
think
not
you
greed
work
focused.
for? What do you work for if it's not money? What do you work for if it's not money?
My mission is more moral. Because
It's moral, so why don't you sell it for
everything that
free?
you focus on
It's
is
moral.
the number side of it, right? Everything you
You're-
focus
you're a
on is
moral
the number
warrior
side.
now?
When I said I was burned by a broker in '97, I
Okay.
vowed to make a
So
difference.
why do you have to sell bullshit to people online if it was a broker that screwed you over?
Well, 95% doesn't say it's bullshit.
95% of your own numbers that have no verification to them.
I've got verification all day long.
Oh,
But
okay, cool.
What,
can
what
you
we
name-
also don't
wait,
have
wait, name-
verification is any sort of anything that you've said.
what? The
Anything
math?
you've said. You said trading courses are a scam. I agree.
Yeah.
I said
But
if
you're
they're
selling
retail
one.
trading courses, they are typically a scam. You said day trading is a scam. Well, the largest earners in the world are traders. Then you say
Really?
college is not a
The
scam.
largest earners? Really? Elon Musk is a day trader?
Doesn't have to be. You see, this is the liberalism. You
What
want
does that
you
have
want
to do
to
with- is he not
deduce
the
it.
richest- is he
You
not
want
the
to
richest
deduce
man in
it
the
to
world?
one person.
What
Look
about
at the
Zuckerberg, Bill
percentage.
Gates? Okay, Zuckerberg, Bill Gates.
But those are 3 people, 4 people.
Okay,
That doesn't matter.
Sam Altman, he's a billionaire too. Is he a day trader?
He's a trader.
Really, Sam Altman's a trader.
He's traded all of them. They've all traded things. Elon Musk talks about it all the time.
Okay. This is too funny, man. I can't. I'm gonna love doing the numbers after this. I'm just gonna sit there and just like, dude, this is pathetic.
Yeah,
hold
you're
up, did you say you have a
right.
master's? Did you say you have a master's?
Yeah.
What university did you go to for your master's?
Edinburgh,
I don't know where that is, but all right.
EBS. And I don't think Bezos has a degree either.
Bezos does have a degree. He went to Princeton. He has an electrical engineering and computer science degree.
Okay, something I didn't know.
Congratulations. You learned something at 50 years old, talking
I'm
shit out your
54.
ass. Even worse. That's
Yeah.
4 more years you could have learned something.
Yeah. Okay, so your pitch on trading being a scam, let's go back to that.
That's my pitch right now.
Okay, appreciate it.
Literally, you've proven my entire point. You've proven literally all my
I don't
points.
know. I don't know because there's a number of people that are asking me for help.
Uh-huh. And if you're so great, why don't you just have your own hedge fund somewhere making billions of dollars?
I manage one.
You manage a hedge fund?
Not manage, I trade one.
Fuck you mean you trade one? Is that not being part of the hedge fund? Are you not managing
No,
it?
you don't need to be. You don't need to be.
What are you you would be managing, yes, that's still managing
No.
the hedge. You're managing the money in the hedge fund, yes.
No. You really are clueless, aren't you?
What do you said you have a hedge fund or you work in a hedge fund?
Trade one.
Fuck you mean you trade one? Do you work within a hedge fund? Like you handle it?
No, I don't have to. You see, you're stuck on employment. You're stuck on employment. You think getting a job or working for somebody else, blowing smoke or blowing
Right.
them, is going to help you. You're going to be stuck
What are we
day
even
in,
talking-
day out, always
Having
looking for
a
somebody.
job? You just said you work at a hedge fund.
I said I trade one.
Does that mean you work at one? Yes or
No.
Okay, so then what does that mean you trade a hedge fund?
Oh my God. Use some common sense.
That doesn't make any sense at all. I trade a hedge fund. You work in there? No.
At,
Do you own one?
For.
No.
with, doesn't mean you have to be a principal.
You trade with a hedge fund?
Oh my God. That's the liberalism.
I don't. What does that have to do with liberalism, dude?
Because you're manipulating what people say, and you did it to 4 or 5 other guys. You manipulate everything that somebody says in order to make an argument. That's baiting. That's rage baiting. But it's rage baiting from a moronic approach. Because you could actually be helping people, but you don't.
By selling them a $4,000 a year bullshit course? Or?
No, by actually just providing a community that that has discussions.
Uh-huh. Yeah, these are discussions, and this is a prime example of what is wrong with the trading space.
Yeah, people like yourself. People like yourself
you who want to
people
sell,
like yourself that
What?
say things
This
when
is
they're
the entire
completely ignorant.
the entire
Completely
aggression,
ignorant.
the entire aggression from you is just coming from the fact that you sat here, you gave numbers, I did the math for you.
No,
and
no,
you
no,
didn't
you
think that
did
would
your
happen, and no
math.
one wants to believe you.
You did your math, big girl. You did your math on how you could trade Pokemon cards and come up with $3 quadrillion.
I make 1% a day every day for however long, but I'm the greatest trader on earth. But just trust me, bro.
Yeah, it's kind of comical.
Okay.
It's comical.
Yeah, it is. Like, this is sad, man. This is sad.
It is sad because people waste time going to college, and you obviously
When they
didn't
can be
learn diddly
scamming
shit.
online. What? You went to college though. You have a master's degree.
And I learned something.
Really? It doesn't seem like you're using it. What does a master's of econ have to do with scamming people online?
I give away almost everything.
Uh-huh. So, okay, you give away for $4,000 a year, that's a giveaway? Or $4,800 a year, that's a giveaway?
Do your calculations. Do your calculations again, big girl.
Your calculations on how much your
No,
course
do
sells,
your
or-
calculations.
On
If it
what?
costs $1,000, if it costs $2,000 a year, go back and do
You
your
said it was-
calculations on your $1,000. Go back
are
and
you
do your
talking about?
calculations on your $1,000
See,
return.
this is what happens. This is what happens when people try to sell something and they run into someone who knows what they're talking about. They can't handle it.
Exactly. You can't handle it, so you jump
You
around.
can't, I'm not jumping around. dude.
You're jumping
selling-
around. You won't.
You're selling something.
You won't
for
stick on
100
it. You want to go
four-
back to calculations. But
What?
when you go back to
I'm literally on the
calculations, you
numbers
realize
right now.
that
Which
wait,
calculation? The price? Which calculation? Let's talk about it. Sure. Let's get into it right now. Right
Well-
here with you. Where's the calculation? Let's get into it.
sure,
Let's get into it.
sure.
Yeah.
How much trading capital are you trading with?
Let's say $10,000.
Okay, what's 1% a day?
Well, for how long?
I don't know. How long do you want to trade for?
How long was your strategy for?
How
I'm
long do
using
you
your
want to trade
strategy.
for?
I'm using your strategy.
Okay, then how
No,
long do you want to trade for? Not me, because what I would do
no,
might
but
be
I'm
different
looking
from
at you.
somebody else.
No, we're going off your strategy. You said you make 1% a day,
Okay, so
1.5% a day, every day or every 3 days.
but
I'm
this
putting
is
the numbers
you.
for you.
This is you.
He's
I
not
might
able
have
to
a different
address it.
capacity from you. How much do you
This,
want to
sound,
make?
this sounds like liberalism, dude.
No. How much do
You're
you
not
want to make?
addressing
Just
the
answer the
point.
question.
That's very liberal of you. You're not addressing the point.
How much do you want to make? You're bouncing
You're not,
around and not answering the question.
I'm going over your strategy, dude. I'm
But you're
asking.
not
You said
answering the question. You want to go through the
what?
calculations. Go ahead and go
Off
through the
your strategy.
calculations.
You're the one claiming you have this strategy. I'm doing your numbers, dude. It's that simple. I'm not the one claiming I make
Okay,
1.5% a
you just
day.
said
You
you'd start
are.
with 10,000.
Yeah, let's start with 10,000.
How many days a year are you going to trade?
I'm going off of you, dude.
But
You're the
me
one.
is different from you.
You're the one claiming the strategy.
And other
It's that
people
simple,
use the
dude.
same thing. Other people use exactly the same thing. So what
Cool.
are
And
you
what?
going to do? What would make you
He's not able to.
satisfied that you've got something that actually works?
Again, we're talking about your strategy, dude.
Don't worry about my
You're the one
strategy.
selling it. You're the one selling
I'm
it.
gonna license it to you. But
You're the one
what is it
selling
worth
it
for you?
again.
Because you said I was scamming people for $4,000 or some bullshit number, whatever it was. But what is it worth for you?
What is?
Yeah. So
What the fuck are you
so
talking
what is
about
the
now?
return? If it costs you $1,000 or it costs you $2,000 a year, $3,000 a year,
Yeah.
and you're making 1% a day, does that provide the return sufficient to cover the cost?
On
It
how
does,
much money
right?
for how long?
For the year.
Okay, and how much money are
You know
you
what that
allowed
means?
to put in?
It means it's
how
fucking
much money?
cheap.
How much
It
money
means
are you
it's
allowed
cheap.
to put in? Like, he's not answering that. How much money are you allowed to put in? Let's okay.
You
Set some
can
parameters.
put in whatever you want to put in. I don't
Can I
govern
put in
that.
$1 million? Can I
You
put
can
in
put
10 million?
whatever you want to put in. I don't govern that. My costs are the technology cost of getting a license activated and making sure that can be maintained.
Okay.
He doesn't understand it. I tried telling him, he doesn't understand.
For 4,000. Hold up. Let's do some simple math. So they're saying, hey guys, put your money in here. You'll make money off it, but you got to pay me to cover the costs. What about just putting in your own money and it covers the cost itself?
Because that doesn't help other people. But your approach that's greed focused, greed centric is focused on your own, thinking about yourself and not
No,
about
I'm saying
anybody
no.
else.
That's not what I'm saying. What I'm saying is you put in money to have the black box run. It covers itself, and then you can do it for free. That's what I'm saying. Why not?
I do it for free. But that
You
doesn't mean
sell it
I
for
need to pay for
4,000.
licenses.
But hold up,
That-
you're saying you sell it for $100 to $400 a month. That's not free.
That's for other people.
No,
If
but
somebody
why
wants
are
to-
you not?
if
why are you
somebody
not-
wants to
no,
use
but
it-
expose.
If somebody
No,
wants
but
to
listen,
use
don't
it,
cut me. No, but expose. Why don't you go in there, put in your own money, and it'll cover itself, and then you can give it out for free? Why don't you do that? If you want
Because-
to help people out.
here's an old saying, and maybe you're not old enough to ever have heard it, but if you want something good, you better pay for it because it's not going to be cheap.
doesn't
But if
answer
you
my
want
question.
something cheap, it's not going to be any fucking good.
Hold up, but my question is, if this thing works, why don't you just cover it yourself?
Why would I? Because
Because
that's
it works.
additional expense. Why should I
But
cover
it
why should I cover the expense for you?
Because there's no expense to you. You make money off of it. It covers itself.
No, it doesn't cover. It
Then does
covers
it not
it for
work?
me, but having to manage licenses is an additional expense. And if
But the
you
mon-
want
but
to
it
use it,
generates
there's a
money.
license for you to use
Okay,
it.
but it generates money, right?
So
It
what?
generates a lot of money.
That doesn't mean I have to cover the licenses for myself. I don't need a license. I just use it.
No, but my point is, you can cover it yourself. You don't have to sell it. Why are you selling it?
What
is
do
my
I run a
point.
charity?
It covers itself. You don't have to sell
No,
it. if
you're
it
not getting
works.
the point. You're making the point for me, but you don't get it. If I don't need licenses, why would I pay $30,000, $40,000 a year to maintain licenses and give them to somebody else?
Okay, simple. Because
So-
you said you wanted to help people out, right?
Okay, so if
You said
in
you wanted to
helping-
help people out. Yes.
Yeah, in helping them out doesn't mean I have to run a charity.
Okay.
It doesn't.
So you're saying no, here, guys.
So
let's just make sure people understand this before we go any further. He's saying, hey guys,
no,
give me
make sure to stay on
150
track. Make sure you stay on
We're
track
staying.
instead of
No,
Pokemon cards. Stay away
we're
from the
staying. No,
Pokemon
no,
cards.
no, no. We're gonna talk about this. No, we're staying on track. Simple. It's like this. Hey guys, give me $150 to $400 a month, but trust me, I'm gonna make you money. But you say, hey, why don't you make money? Cover the cost yourself. Oh no, I can't do that.
Why would I make? Are you actually listening to yourself?
Yeah, I'm listening.
I
Yeah,
don't
this
think
is,
you're listening to yourself. You got Pokemon,
guys.
Pokemon eyes flittering
What's your obsession with Pokemon?
because I think that's all you can trade.
What? Pokemon cards?
I think that's all you can trade is Pokemon cards. But
Dude, this
I
is
don't need a
sad.
license.
I didn't say you need a license. That's not what I
Okay,
said.
but if you're going to use it to make a 0.5%, 1% a day, how are you going to use it? I should build a charity for you.
Did you say 1% a day? For how
1%,
long?
2%, 3% a day,
And
whatever
you're
that
saying,
number is.
and you're saying that's with the black box, so it's guaranteed, or?
There's no guarantees in the market, but that's what it does.
But you said you make 1% a day, right?
I make more than that.
Every day? You don't lose money ever?
95% of my days are profitable. 95% of my trades are profitable.
Okay, so that would still be close to not losing any money.
Yeah.
Okay. So you would be the
Losses are just
greatest.
part of the business, and it is a business.
So that would be the greatest. So you'd be the greatest investor of all time. You would be richer than
Yeah,
Jim
maybe.
Simons.
Maybe.
Okay. Can't. Yeah, I don't know, man. This is interesting. I didn't know people like you exist. This is strange.
Yeah. But going back to it, how much do you if you
Right.
so you failed in your trading. You failed in your options trading. I don't know why.
No,
You said you don't trade it anymore?
no, but I didn't fail.
Okay, what kind of money were you making? Decent? 1%, 2%, 3%, a week?
Depends
A
on the
month?
trade.
Huh?
I didn't do daily.
What were you doing? Covered calls or something like that?
No, I wasn't covered calls. It was just longer term options.
Okay. You weren't writing calls?
What? No, I don't sell calls.
Why not? There's premium in that.
If you sell calls, that's unlimited risk.
No, it's not. It's not.
Yeah,
So
if you
let's
sell
say
naked
you
calls,
bought
but
let's say you bought an
regardless.
equity at $50, but you
Okay,
sold
this
the
doesn't.
premium
No,
for
we're going off
$3.
topic
You've
now.
generated revenue.
We're going off topic now.
But I'm asking, trying to get
What?
to what an
What?
acceptable return would be for you.
For what reason?
For any reason. You're talking about trading being a scam, right?
Yeah.
But you're contradicting yourself.
How?
Well, everything you rebut with is contradicting yourself.
Give me an example.
The options.
How is
You
that
just-
contradictory?
You have not said what an acceptable rate would be, and
That
then
has
you
nothing
wanted
to do
to
with
turn
that
it
income.
around and go somewhere else. That's liberalism.
What is liberalism to you?
Because
You
what's
do-
in front
wait,
of
wait,
you,
expose.
you ignore.
What is liberalism to you? Because you keep mentioning it, like politically liberalism. Like I don't understand. What do
Yeah,
you
it's the
mean
same
by
mindset.
liberalism?
It's the same mindset.
What?
What's right in front of you, you ignore.
What?
Try and move the goalpost and go somewhere else to try and create, this tangent.
What the fuck does liberalism have to do? Liberalism is like a political ideology, dude. What are you talking about?
But it's also a mindset. It's a mindset of it's a mindset of not being able to face reality.
Dude, I hate to break it to you, but conservatives and liberals, a lot of them do the same thing. They're not very
Yeah.
different.
And your approach is the same thing. I mean, so you're right.
What?
You're absolutely right. But go
Approach
back
to
to
what?
it. But go back to it. What is an acceptable rate of return?
For what investment?
If you're trading, what is
Yeah.
an acceptable rate of return? Now, take into consideration that trading is not investing, right?
Yeah,
Trading is
uh-huh.
more of a business model because you're not passively waiting for those returns, right?
Yeah, but what does this have to do with anything? This literally has nothing to do with anything.
That's what we're talking about. You said trading courses
No,
are a
I'm talking
scam.
about
Day trading
you,
is
yeah.
a scam.
Uh-huh. Yes.
So
And you're the
what
one
is an
selling it.
acceptable amount of daily return?
My acceptable amount of daily return?
Daily return.
I don't look at my daily returns. I do investing.
Okay, that's not trading though.
Yeah. I know.
So why would you say trading is a scam if you're only investing? Where are you? Because you're talking about trading options, but that's not trading, that's investing.
No, options is trading. I just don't do that anymore. I used to, but I stopped
Why'd you stop?
because I made my money and I quit.
Oh, so if you kept making money, you'd have infinite returns.
No, because I wouldn't be able to make infinite money. That's the stupidest thing I ever heard in my entire life. How do
Thank
you
you
make
so
infinite?
much.
How do you make infinite
Thank you
money?
so much. Because it's got to be scalable, right?
No, it's because I was betting on macro events that don't happen again.
Okay, macro events happen all the time.
Not the same ones.
They happen monthly.
No, monthly. No.
They happen monthly.
Do you even know what the macro
Here's the
event? Do you
fact.
even know
Here's
what I
a
was
fact,
betting
Tiki.
on?
Here's a fact. You don't know me,
What?
and you don't have much real awareness to trading, and that's not a bad thing. It's just kind
Yeah,
of an
then
uninformed approach.
you're the one trying to sell something for $150 to $400 while claiming you're the greatest trader that has ever existed.
I didn't say that, but I appreciate
Yeah,
you
you did.
complimenting me.
You have. That's what you've said. One
Oh, I
percent a
didn't say
day.
that.
One to
Go
three
back. You
percent a
got it.
day would make you the greatest trader that's ever lived.
Yeah. Okay. Whatever.
That's what that would be. Yes, that would make you the greatest trader who's
I'm
ever
probably
lived.
one of the top in terms of accuracy. Yeah.
So why are you not a billionaire?
Does. Don't need
Because
to be.
what?
Don't need to be. That's greed focused, right?
So why are you selling something? See, this is my point. We get back to this. Why are you selling it then?
Oh, here you go again. We got to go through the elementary school of Pokemon
No,
101.
you would never be selling it. That's the thing I'm getting
Pokemon
at.
101.
See, this is this guy. He could be a billionaire. He chooses not to, but that's greedy. But buy my $150 to $400 a month thing, and you'll make money. Are you serious? Are we
So,
supposed to believe you?
so I don't need this is simple. This is really
Yeah.
simple. It's elementary. I don't need licenses. But for you to use somebody else's black box, and whether it's mine or somebody else's that has very little experience, right?
Black boxes don't require any experience. What are you talking about? I worked on a black box
It's
before.
not automated.
Okay, so
Black
then
boxes are not necessarily automated.
it's not a black box.
Black boxes are analytical models as well.
Wait, are you saying it's not automated?
Doesn't
So
have
you
to
have to
be.
manu-
You
you have
know,
to
no,
manually
matter of
do it?
fact, automation, that's a good point. Because automation is only about 1/6 the value of using human response. So a 6-to-1 premium by trading manually because you're able to finesse where a computer is robotic.
What?
Easy.
You have to finesse when a computer is robotic?
An algorithm is robotic.
You have to say finesse?
You
Or-
cannot teach a computer.
Wait, did you say a 95% win rate manually?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, you're out of your mind. Yeah, you're just
No.
insane. You are literally insane trying to sell a course. You're completely delusional. Yeah. Yeah. Like, see, this is what happens when people, try to scam online and they get upset when people call them
all
out.
of those charts were not of me. Those are somebody else.
Those charts don't mean anything. Anyone can generate those charts.
And you think they're wasting their time? You think they're just creating those
I don't
just
think they
to waste their
exist.
time?
They don't exist. You just made this up. None of this
You're a
exists.
fraud. You're
Literally,
a
none of this
fraud.
exists.
You're a fraud.
Oh yeah, it's 1 minute time frame too, so you can't even predict anything.
You don't need to predict.
How would you know what the price is in the future to place the bet, to place your trade?
Okay, let's take it to the basics. A candlestick chart.
Let's see how you don't
No,
have
here
to
you go.
predict the price to make money. Let's hear this,
A
guys.
candlestick
You don't have
chart.
to know what the price is in the future to put a trade. You don't have to know if it goes up or down. You can just make money. Let's hear this, man. Let's hear this.
You've got a candlestick chart, a 1 minute chart,
Yeah.
and you've identified a trend because you've determined that
What
the
trend is on the
value
1
of
minute?
the euro and the value of the dollar are different.
Uh-huh.
All right, so you got a candlestick chart, a trend that is bullish in the euro dollar. When you place the trade, that has a statistical number that is perceived value that tells you the exchange rate is 1 pip or a pip and a half below the
I
value.
mean a tick, or anyway.
No, it would be 15 tenths of a pip. So a pip and a half.
Okay.
Fourth decimal place. Right? So when you place your trade, you already know that the value is higher. What does that do? It covers the cost.
Wait, so you said you know the value is going to be higher?
I know it's higher.
No,
This
but you
is-
said you
this
know
is the
it's
whole
going to
point.
be.
This is the
no,
whole
but
flaw.
wait, expose. Wait, I just want to hold up. I'm listening. I'm trying to get you to clarify what you're saying. Let 3 seconds so I can You
So
just said you know it's going to be higher.
I know it's higher when I trade it. When I buy, I know it's higher.
Higher than what it's supposed to be.
Higher than what the prices are. This goes back to
What do you
auction
mean?
theory.
But higher than which price?
The price, the exchange rate.
But when you say you're buying it, I know it's higher than the exchange rate. But then what price are you buying at? The spread? Is that what you're talking
I'm
about?
buying at the price. I'm buying at the asking price, knowing that the intrinsic value is already a pip higher. What does that do? It covers
You're
the
going to get
cost.
destroyed by commissions. What?
No, you're not. Commissions are a tenth of a pip. Maybe a pip, and maybe a tenth and a half.
Yeah, but you have, okay, even with a 90% win rate, you're going to eventually get into that loss cluster.
No. So I would agree if all of my trades were just scalping for that one pip. That's not the case. Again, I said there's a trend that's identified. And when the trend is identified, the point of execution already recognizes the value of the underlying currency is higher. So I'm entering at a discount to the value and then allowing the market to mature, the move to mature into a swing
predicting
trade.
the future.
So
Yeah, again,
I'm
predicting
covering
the
the
future.
risk immediately. So that gives me a high degree of accuracy even before I have to manage anything else. Right?
So why haven't you sold this? Or, I mean, why haven't you seriously sold this to like a hedge fund or, actual...
I license
Yeah.
it. I license it.
To hedge funds?
But that's like a tenth of the money that you would make from trading it yourself. And
I license it.
But that's way less.
Yeah.
You'd make way less money selling it than just using it.
I use it and I license it.
Then it would hit alpha decay, but he doesn't believe alpha decay is real for a strategy.
That's in more of an investor's approach.
No, alpha decay applies to literally everything.
No, it doesn't.
Yeah, of course it does.
It
Okay,
doesn't
but
because
you're
not-
selling a black box, right?
It's a black box, yes.
So that means
it's a black
let's just-
box. Let me clarify so we
But
don't
it's not
go off on
automated.
tangents.
It's a manual. It's
It's
a manual
black box for
box.
analysis.
For analysis?
Yep.
So what are they buying?
Yeah.
They're using analysis or licensing analysis that leads the market. It's pretty simple.
It's a buy signal, essentially. No.
No. They get to buy and sell when they want to. I don't govern that.
No, I'm not saying you're executing trades for them, but it could be like a simple like push notification that says, "Hey, I'm buying now."
Yeah,
or,
word
like,
salad after word salad.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do that.
so a
So what are they
black box analysis.
What is?
It's
what, are they
analysis.
buying an
So
indicator,
if I'm
or-
going to give you, give you or license a leading value to you, and that gives you consistency through the roof, and I don't want to
Can
necessarily
you give an
you the
example of
secret
what that would
sauce,
look like?
I'm going to give you a secured method of using it.
So let's say we're trading like, Japanese yen to USD or something like, and I bought the black box. Like, what am I going to actually
Yeah.
see?
You'll see a value. You'll see a value that is either in a premium or a discount. Hold on a second. I'll bring it up.
That's a signal.
No,
Yeah.
because you trade. You
this guy
decide when
has
you want
a-
to trade.
No,
He's
if you're
also, like-
saying the
he's
market is
also, like, predicting
mispricing
the
this
price,
security
too.
or this
Yeah.
asset, if the market is mispricing the asset and you're telling me that's the case, not only are you predicting it will mean revert, but you're
Right.
also saying that I need to buy it now because there's going to be a return if I buy it now. That's not a black box analysis. That's a black box strategy. And black box by definition implies you're giving a buy or sell signal.
No, it doesn't.
I'm
No,
going
it
to Google
doesn't.
this
Not a
right
bit.
now just so I can get a formal definition.
Yeah.
No, you're right on that, Jaeger. He has a tendency to just say the same thing that you're saying, but then say, no, that's not what we're talking about. I mean, this is the same guy who claimed that he was predicting price, but I'm not predicting price, and then he just went on to describe
A
No.
black box trading
The different
strategy is a
price.
fully automated algorithmic system.
That's fully
with-
automated.
But yours isn't automated. You said yours was manual.
Yeah, you
Yeah,
can't have
exactly.
a black box if you're just
That
manually...
doesn't mean you're using Chat GPT or something for black box. A black box is a secured method. You don't know you know what comes
Manual
out,
black
but you don't
box
know what goes into
I-
it.
On the
I
1
build
minute
strategies.
frame
I
with
know
a
what you're talking about.
95% win rate.
What's your Sharp ratio? Have you how many trades do you have on file ever?
I trade anywhere between
Just ever, not a day. Just how many do you have documented?
probably several million.
Manually?
Yep.
Do you do
Several
anything
million?
else?
No.
Wait,
No,
wait. How is that possible? How do you have several million
because
manually? Is there enough that many minutes like for you to be trade? How many? You said you only
if
trade
I'm
like 2
trading,
hours a day.
if I'm trading the course of a day,
Uh-huh.
2 hours, 3 hours, that's a day for me.
So
I
that would
might be
be
I might be trading
100.
1,000
How long
times,
have you been
2,000
trading
times.
this? Like specific strategy?
Yeah.
Say that again.
How many years have you been trading this specific strategy that you're counting the trades to?
2009, I aggregated all of the institutional venues of EBS, Reuters, Bloomberg, et cetera, into a volume model. And then from the volume model in trading arbitrage and cross market making, I went from volume to
Yeah.
value to lead that arbitrage move.
How long
Right.
are you staying in these trades for? Like, what's your average duration?
Since mid 2016, 17.
Okay, what's your average duration in trade? Like, how long until you exit?
Yeah.
Average 3 to 4 minutes.
So how would you
okay,
do
just for
2,000
perspective, a million
trades?
minutes. Let's assume a million minutes is
Yeah.
694 days. If you're
But
trading,
I might no. See, that's the wrong question.
I
because
understand. Let me finish.
I might
Let me
be.
finish.
I
I
might
know. I
be
understand.
in.
I
I
understand.
might
Let me
be
finish.
in
Let me
10
finish.
to
I'm saying
15
if you're in a
individual
trade for
trade
5
legs.
minutes on average, that's 200,000
Yeah.
trades. That's still about 700 divided by 5.
Yeah, you're misapplying the calculation. So
Does
I
it-
might.
Yeah,
so
Jack, he's
instead
not
of
very
going
he's not
all
very
in
good
on a
with
trade,
math. Math
instead of going all in on a trade,
math is too
I will
liberal
build
for
a position. And that building of a position might be 10, 15 entries. And if it pulls back against me just for a short
This is
minute,
great
giving a
content,
discount,
though.
I'm going to build onto that position again. So in each
The 6
individual
monitor
position, I might
display.
go through 100 individual entries.
Have you done any like Fama French or like multi-factor modeling on your strategy to know when statistically you're getting alpha? Like as a
No,
result
I
of
don't need
what?
to.
Why would you not?
The returns
Why would you
provide that.
not?
I don't
Yeah.
need to use. I
Those
don't need to
okay,
use
hold on.
analysis
If your
on an
strategy is so
investing
bulletproof,
portfolio.
if your strategy is so bulletproof, why don't you do the extra homework and never lose the extra 5%? You
Yeah.
can have a 100% win rate strategy.
That's
If it's that good.
that's not possible.
I know it's
Neither
not
is the
possible, but I'm saying
95%
why do
you're
you,
talking about.
Hmm?
Neither is the 95% you're talking
what's your
about.
what's your risk ratio, like risk reward?
That's a retail approach.
I know, but I'm just saying
I don't use
like
one. I don't use one. I've never calculated it. Well,
You
at
never
least not in the
calculated
last 20
anything
years.
with your strategy?
I'm not saying risk reward as if that's like a set
But
thing
that's
you're
what you
going off
said.
of. I'm just saying how much are you netting versus losing per trade on average? Like what is your expectancy?
Oh, I'm gonna expect between 2 and 4 pips. I might risk 4 or 5 on a bad
Like
trade.
in a ratio against a loser, like what is the win-loss ratio?
95% accurate, 1 to
You're a
1.
science major?
The
That's
winners
not
are
that's
about
so
average on the
okay.
same.
So you have a 95% win rate and your winners and losers are the same exact size.
Yep.
Okay, well that math would work out if it was real. It's not real though.
Yeah.
Okay,
Well,
real quick.
you
So
can
what is
assume that, but
everyone?
I trade
Where's
it
everyone
live.
on? So like, what side on the spec
Or
on
let
this?
me or let me break it down. Sentient. This guy's claiming he makes like 1% to 4% a day every 3 days or so for like the past 7 years or something, and he sells
What?
it as an indicator for $150 to $400 a month, and
Okay, so even if that's true, $150 to $400 a month, brother, I made like 4 times that at my last internship in like 2 weeks. Like I was like living off like internship money like pretty well. Like the job I was working was like pretty good. Like,
Okay,
I'm on
and
my second year.
Sentient. That's not what we're talking about though.
yeah, what is that? I'm not sure where that's
No,
relevant.
because like he's against college. He's against college, right?
Yeah,
Yeah, it's like
I'm against it.
I'm better off going on the college route because the amount of time spending trading, especially now, it's a big boy game. Like a lot of people you're saying they're talking about day trading and trying to promote it, do day trading, content creation. They're getting exposed.
Yeah, that's a whole nother discussion.
Yeah, it's like and like their transactions,
Sentient, but
and like their
sentient,
transactions and all that.
sentient. This guy's claiming he can make 1 to 4% a day, but he wants to sell people on $150 to $400 a month indicator or something. Like he's not very clear what it is.
What's the limit? What's the limit of how much you can
Yeah.
allocate in a trade before the strategy stops performing?
There is no limit because
There is a limit. Dude,
there isn't a
institutions
limit.
have limits. You have a limit.
There isn't a limit because it leads the market. So
There's
any
only so many
scaling.
do you know how an order book works? There's only so many buyers and sellers at any given, but that's the whole point of volume and liquidity. There's only so many
Yeah,
people in the
that's
market.
nah.
Yeah,
There is a limit.
yeah. I think I recall saying something about building an aggregation of all the limit order books in the world back in 2009. So I know something about
100%
liquidity
Tycho.
and volume aggregation and everything else. But when you've got a leading model of value, any aggression on that in terms of scalability exacerbates the move, not diminishes it.
No, that means you get filled at worse prices.
Yeah.
No, no, because what causes the limit order books to
Good.
become imbalanced?
Limit order books aren't
What
what causes them
think
to be
about this
imbalanced?
before you answer. I'm going to give you a real
No, but
answer
hold
that
on.
you can
Say
make
that one
sense
more
of.
time. Say that one more time.
But when you have a limit order book that shifts direction, right? Let's say at 12:01 p.m. it shifts direction and changes to a bullish stance, right? Or shifts its volume and imbalance.
Well,
Shifted
After
okay, the
that,
limit
after
orders
that,
aren't
price
volume,
Yeah,
moves.
shifted at the end reverse.
Limit orders aren't volume. They're not executed trades. That's time and sale. Those are just like what's
Okay, so
advertised.
let's first scrub that, right? Let's say you've got 400 million on the book, right? How much of those limit orders are nonsense? How much of them are compulsory?
You're not going to know that. How would you know that?
I know that because I built the
Why?
aggregation for them all.
It doesn't.
You didn't work for an HFT though. How would you know how many of them are
Yeah.
not real?
Are you claiming you're
Because
an HFT?
because
Or?
you've got to, if you're a market maker, you know that if you're not streaming both a bid and an offer at the same time, your stream's going to get cut off no matter who you are.
Look,
So
like,
that means you've got to place your market orders, or you've got to
look,
place your orders off market if you don't want to get your bid hit,
look.
right? So
I'm not
that
the
means
most
you've
well
got to
versed.
scrub out the redundancy.
I'm not the most well versed with like day trading, but something this instinctively is telling me this has like FTC written all over it.
No,
What is describing?
Yeah, it's like this. I feel like this could get flat. Like I could feel like him doing that like by the market. Like
Oh, what he's
FTC
claiming
would
could be
definitely see
illegal?
that. Like
it's
yeah,
just intelligence.
like yeah, unless but it's either that or you have a extensive background with programming, because I know
No,
people with
numbers.
programming or yours good with numbers. Yeah,
He
people
does
are good with
manual
numbers.
black box, which isn't even real, but believe him, he does manual
Oh,
black box, which is just
manual black box. How is that
yeah.
even
I
work?
think can I explain what I think he's doing? I think what you're doing is you have a non-existing strategy. I don't believe in your P&L. I don't believe in your expectancy. I think what you're
Yeah.
doing is you're pandering on TikTok because otherwise you'd be a billionaire. And there is a
I mean,
limit to how much you
we
can
saw.
trade.
Okay.
I mean, I don't know how old is everyone here, because I'm 25. I remember when this forex thing first came out. They were saying the same thing back then, and then
I
all of a
build
sudden,
strategies
everyone.
all day long.
Oh,
I build a strategy. I
all.
know the metrics that are just straight bullshit. If you have a
I
90%, the
worked
higher
on a
your
black
win rate
box
is,
before, but
the higher your win rate is, the worse your RR is.
Yeah, if you're using a historical approach.
also I want to let up Takeo. How
So
old
what
are you?
else would you be
Yeah,
backtesting
I'm
off if
27.
not
I'm
historical
You
data?
can't
27.
backtest.
Gotcha.
I've been trading for
What do you
over
mean you
like
can't
8
backtest?
years
You
or
can't
so.
backtest. You can't backtest
So
because backtesting depends on you using a platform that is limited to a single chart or two charts. That's the whole discussion we had initially. If you're looking at the euro dollar,
Or
for an
Takeo.
example, you're only looking at 8 to 12% of the overall market. Your perspective has to be global because that's the interconnected notion of currencies and FX
Okay.
assets, right?
Yeah,
see
we
You
have a
mean like
word up.
news?
sorry,
You mean
can
like other macro
sorry.
events going on?
Say that
Look,
again.
You mean like other like macro events like news going on that you have to account for or something?
No,
So
you,
how can
you
you
gotta
not
know. You gotta
backtest
know when
something?
they're gonna happen.
yeah, okay, see, that's one thing I have discovered
Yeah.
in this trading space. I think results beat sentiment any day, anytime. I don't know if anybody will agree with me.
What?
Results beat sentiment.
Wait,
So we
Reen worked
can,
for a regulatory agency. What are you talking about,
so
Reen?
you can like talk about sentiments all days, talk about this and that all days, but at the end of the day,
Okay.
results prove themselves. Okay,
That
so
And
that's
this guy
instead
hasn't
of
shown anything.
Yeah. So far so good. He said he have provided a chart or here, and maybe you said it's being generated and it's fake and
Charts
so on
don't
and
mean
so forth.
anything. Like they literally
Okay,
don't
yeah,
mean anything.
which is true, which is true. I agree with you, which is true. So, why don't you just have, like I've been making a suggestion on the box there, why don't you
Yeah.
just have a one-on-one session? At
With
least
who?
you're very
With
much
who?
experienced. Yeah,
One-on-one
you
with
can have
who?
with expos, like he said, he's selling the
No,
cars.
no.
Why not?
Because I don't want to get scammed.
No,
Yeah,
you're not
Wait, wait,
you're
wait,
not
wait,
paying
wait.
it's
for
it's
it.
a
I do
wait.
it
So
free. I teach it free. I
I'm
teach it
sure
free, and once
I'm
somebody
sure you
knows
might know
how
where
it
you're.
functions,
I'm sure
then
you're
they
not.
have the choice.
Look, I'm sure you know what you're
I don't
doing,
want. I don't.
but
I don't want
I'm
to waste
not.
my time with the scammer.
Like I'm not. I'm
No,
not throwing
but you're not
away a
paying for it.
potential. I'm not
What?
throwing away a potential BI
There's
consulting
no
role at JP
potential to people
Morgan
who don't
to just
understand.
run on a fucking goose chase and do like gambling
Yeah.
on the stock market. Like this is not 1990. Like you're not like making. We're not making millions off Lockheed. This is not Wolf of Wall Street. That's all this Yassify. That's
I
what
suppose there's
it's
living
what
in
it
Wolf
is,
of Wall
dude.
Street.
It's cool edits, but like realistically, like I already have my like the plan. Like I could be in 10 years, like maybe 10 years, I could be in wealth management. I could be pretty good, making like 300 a year. That's the
Also,
trajectory I'm in right now.
also, Rian, you wanted to come up again?
Yeah, so basically, I lied about working at the regulatory authority
Yeah.
because you wouldn't let me in.
Well,
Yeah,
okay,
but
fair. I mean, I guess.
but I wanted to say a few things. First of all, exposed. You basically said your strategy leads the markets, if I understood that correctly, but that's complete nonsense because you just said alpha decay wouldn't apply, but that just doesn't make any sense. Please explain to me how your strategy or your approach would lead the market without alpha decay being applied to that and without any institution using that or getting that edge.
Also, I'm gonna let down someone. I'm gonna let down Jaeger.
97% of institutions, when they trade, they're trading on value, not price. But they're executing on price because the value is already higher. So where retail has flaws, retail traders are just 3% of the overall market, and they're
That's
using
not true.
abstract methods.
Wait, what market?
But you said before
Foreign
that you
exchange.
aren't a retail
Oh,
trader,
okay,
isn't
yeah,
that right?
Forex. Okay.
What's that?
You said before that you aren't a retail trader. So
No.
I'm wondering how that makes sense. Well, you said that like 30 minutes ago, so I was just wondering.
I'm just giving you the demographics of it. That's all.
All right, then. Well, it doesn't make any sense to me. Then, second thing, you said you work with a hedge fund. Your stuff is licensed, and you trade basically for a hedge fund.
I trade 4. Yes.
Well, I'm wondering, like the host, the Tiki guy, he asked you why you're not like selling your automated strategy to the hedge fund. You said
Right, but it doesn't have an
license.
automated. But it's not. His strategy is not automated. It's a manual black box.
Well, even if it's not automated, well, basically I can give some insight that I can't like you can call me a LARPer or not, but I can't tell you where I got that from. But basically, if your strategy was real and what you said is actually true, and you were one of the best traders in the world, like a hedge fund, even or especially the bigger ones, would actually pay you well above $1 billion for that. So I'm just calling LARP on that because why would you?
Okay, so I said I keep it secure because it's proprietary, and I also said
Well, you
it's the
keep it
most
secure, but it's
valuable
still licensed
asset
and
in the
you trade it
world.
for a hedge fund. It's the most valuable asset in the world.
Yeah.
You're trading it for a hedge fund.
Exactly.
You're trading Forex privately, which also doesn't make any sense because like in 99% of retail Forex cases, you're not trading the actual market. You're just basically betting against Forex brokers, and like they don't even allow bigger positions. Like above 10 million, most retail Forex brokers are just out because they don't want to carry that risk of losing to you because it's not an actual market trade, but a trade against the broker. And also, even if you didn't trade Forex and anything else, like every regular broker doesn't let you get above 200 million. Like TradeAway, for example, like 200 million is the basic cap, and even like Prime or Unwi or whatever you want to call them brokers,
I will make this video
basically
with the
let you
math
cap out
afterwards.
at a bit above 1 to 2 billion. So that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
What you said is
and
just
I'm
nonsense. You
I'm
wouldn't be able
typically
to
at
scale it
20 to
to
1.
like 100 billion. Like it's just nonsense to say that you're one of the best traders in the world.
I'm
No, but
typically at
Reem,
20 to 1 leverage, so I'm
no,
not,
but
I can't go
Rian,
above 30 if I
Rian,
stretch it.
Rian, you have to understand. If you pay him $150 to $400 a month, He'll
There
let
you
you.
go again.
He'll let
Pokemon
you in
cards.
on it.
Well, I
You're
might
the
I
one
might have to
selling
do that
bullshit,
actually
dude.
because like I want to be like a
You probably
Yeah,
make more money
multi-millionaire.
trading.
because it's what the rich though. I paid more for courses. I'm just speaking honestly. I paid more for
Yeah,
courses.
you said 10-1 originally. Now it's 20-1. You just lied.
I've
No,
paid
I
more
didn't
for
lie.
I've paid for courses
You
of
said it was 10-1
3,000. I
I
paid for
said
originally.
courses
Now
of
it's
4,000.
10-1 is what I use. 20-1, 30-1 max if I need to.
But you have a 95% win rate.
yeah.
Yep.
Like, why not just like, what do you derive when you need to go 10 and when you need to go 20?
Yeah. How does
If
that?
I've taken a position that gives me an opportunity to acquire more at a discount, that's when I do it.
That's not leverage. You're just buying back in.
It's using
Yeah,
more
that wouldn't.
leverage. It's using more
Wait, hold
credit.
up. Do you know what the definition? Okay, yeah, but do you know what the definition of leverage is?
No, please tell me. Yes, I know what it is.
No, I'm seriously asking because I think you're one of like the worst scammers I ever ran into.
Okay.
Damn.
Okay. Are you still on
It is what
Pokemon
it is.
cards then?
You would probably do
You're
better at selling
pandering on
Pokemon
TikTok
cards.
saying you work for a hedge fund, and yet you have a link in your bio to give you money for a black box
He could have been the
analysis.
richest person on earth, but that would have
What
been
the
too
hell?
greedy.
Why are you doing? Why are you on here
So
to work
Rain,
for
I'm gonna let you
fucking
down
hedge fund?
because I wanna.
This is
I'm
a
sorry, I
big
wanna let you down
advertisement for him,
because
dude. Anybody, all the idiots in the comments who think that like he's legit for somehow.
Yeah,
I'm
look,
gonna do the numbers
I
afterwards
don't
because
know,
it's
man.
great.
I just
Look,
smell
like
the
I said,
bullshit.
like I said, this could be bullshit. Like I said, this could be
Yeah,
bullshit.
No,
This
no,
could
no,
be
not,
bullshit.
not, no, no, no,
Yeah.
no, no.
Now
Let me.
listen,
No, no, wait.
just
Before you
listen.
go any further, no. This not could be. This is bullshit. There is no
Wait, just
could. It
listen.
is. This is an
Listen.
affirmative statement.
Listen, this could be bullshit, right?
This
This could be
is.
bullshit.
This
But
is
we
bullshit.
will never know. We're only based
No, I
on
No,
know it
dude.
is
If he
bullshit.
was, if
like,
if
look,
this even had a sliver of a chance of being real, he would be better than the top one institution on earth,
No, I didn't say that,
by
Reed.
and large.
No,
Like,
I just.
look. My whole thing with all of this is, I already know Forex is a fabrication. I already know it's a farce.
That's a clueless thought.
We've seen it happen real time. You guys hyped this up in 2019 and disappeared because it was a rug pull. Same thing with like Bitcoin. For a while, it was a rug pull.
No, honestly, Forex was the most delusional thing that has happened to most people for a long time because so many people thought that Forex was an easy way out to make millions and millions of dollars. Honestly, people were thinking
Yeah.
like, if I get into Forex, I'm gonna just make it out and make mama proud.
Can
Big
you
lie.
imagine how many people he duped? Yeah, I know Skynet. It's probably insane amounts.
Oh no, it's like one of the things like
Well,
the only legitimate like investments I have seen currently, because I remember, because like something that did do well was Avalanche. I sold the bag. I'm not gonna lie, I did sell the bag on Avalanche. I really should have kept it in there. I shouldn't have. I pulled out at the wrong fucking time because that shit
Yeah,
like 10x since
yeah.
I pulled it out, which is fucking frustrating. But
Expose. How did
No,
you
but
get
no.
to work with a hedge fund? Did you pitch it to them? Did you like
Do
show
you have a
them your
degree?
vision?
Do you have a degree? Do
No.
you have a degree? Like, do you like how?
He
What is
has
your
a master's
background?
in econ.
Masters in econ.
It's just relationships. Just
Oh,
relationships. I've
But you
been
still
in
have
the
to
industry long
show. You
enough.
still have to show how it works, like, or at least explain the returns.
well,
Huh?
good. Now this is where I'm coming from. This is where I'm coming from. Look, like I said,
Okay, guys, one at a
results
time.
beat sentiment every time. Result beats sentiment every single time.
What
I
is-
want to see results. I don't want to see sentiment. I don't want to see theories. I want to see result. Result is what basically every single one of us here is looking for, if I'm not wrong. Everyone is looking
Yeah,
for results.
yeah. Expose
Good.
doesn't have those. Expose doesn't know what a Sharpe ratio is.
And we can't be sure. We can
No,
be
we
sure.
can be sure. I asked. Expose, what's your
95% of 95% the
Sharpe?
terms that you guys are
What's your-
using are irrelevant. They
No,
really
but
are irrelevant.
What's your
Show
Sharpe
me one
ratio?
broker statement.
Yeah.
Show me one broker statement of these trades, and I should see a 5% loss ratio. Show me one broker statement of anything in the last 20 years.
wait,
Hold on a
actually, now I'm a little bit curious. Tiki and Yager, like, what's your guys' background? Because it sounds like you guys
I
got
work
a
on
real
strategies. I work on strategies pretty
Oh,
much
I've worked on a black
Or
box
are you in
before.
Are you in like consulting, or are you like straight like like?
I'm aspiring to be, but I have a working strategy that I'm about to test live.
Uh,
Um, so I've been in this space enough to basically be able to
oh.
sniff out bullshit, and I'm telling you that there's like every red
Okay.
flag in my radar's going off. So for
Well,
for some
obviously you don't have
context,
the experience to know the difference then.
dude,
Listen,
shut up. You literally just
I'm
pander on
working.
TikTok instead of being a billionaire. What is
I'm working on strategies. Jagger, look, I'm working on strategy too. I've been working on strategy for over like 6 months now.
Okay, Tycho.
Because
Tycho,
I know.
before we go any forward, I want to see you expose the brokerage statements or whatever Jaeger was
Okay,
asking
good.
for.
We're waiting for that. We're waiting for that. I want to see too.
What do you want to see?
a
We're
broker
on
statement?
a TikTok stream, so I'm not going to show everything.
Dude, just literally post a screenshot and black out your personal information of a broker statement.
Or an IRS return statement on your your trade income with your information blacked out.
Here, I can get rid of the.
Notice how he went quiet? Yeah.
No,
Anyways,
I'm just making sure that
He
personal
he has
details
a
and,
vi-
Let
he
me
has
see
a
a
video.
and any
1099.
account numbers and stuff like that are not present.
yeah, I'm just saying post a screenshot today or tomorrow, whenever. Just black out your
No, I'll do it right
information.
now. Just so hold on a second.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. And TK, I'm assuming you're in college too, like me, or
I already
No,
graduated.
I'm done with college. I'm a graduate.
oh, what's your degree?
Mechanical engineering.
Nice.
I did
Oh,
med
okay.
tech. Yeah.
Yeah, it's what I've noticed about, especially in the trading space. There's like the guys who are really good at it actually are making money. Like they're numbers guys. It's like so.
And
Like
how are you
That's
trading discretionarily and manually? And you have
There's a
millions of
manual
trades
black
on file.
box. Yeah,
You have
there's
millions of trades. You use discretion. You don't automate anything.
that's supposed to be a brokerage statement. What is that? Which brokerage
That's
is
not a
this?
broker statement.
It's not.
That's the platform statement.
That's not a brokerage
That's not a
statement.
broker
This is what
statement.
I
That's the
said. He
platform
said,
report. That's the same thing. It
Is this
comes
your
right from the
website?
platform.
Is this your website?
No, it's a platform.
whose platform is it?
It's a broker's platform. Oh
Which
my god.
broker? Which broker?
Which broker?
Yeah,
That's
what is this
private
on?
information.
See, he doesn't have the info. See, this is.
There's
oh
the
my-
numbers. There's the numbers.
See, this is what I'm saying.
You
This
know,
guy
a broker
doesn't actually
statement is
have
just
any.
a giant table of rows of
Yeah.
trades taken. It's not a graph.
Depends on the platform.
No,
Well, I'm gonna
no.
make
An
this-
official broker statement
See,
is
gonna
that's
make
the
this
liberalism.
giant
Here you
table.
go.
I'm gonna guys,
That's the
stop for a
liberalism.
moment. I'm gonna make this big screen because I want to record this. Because I'm gonna make a YouTube video after this. I'm gonna make a bunch.
This
of,
is
I'm gonna
not a
clip
broker
everything.
statement.
Yeah, it's not.
Oh,
Show
it's
me
a
the trades.
platform.
Show me the trade logs.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
Where are the trade logs? Uh-oh.
They're all right there.
Well, geez, wait. What are you trading though?
They're
Those are
all
just-
right there.
It's just a row of numbers. What are the trades? Hold up. Go to the. Where are the thing that you're
Can I see the
trading?
column?
Yeah.
They're right there in
Yeah.
front of you.
No, they're not labeled. I just see numbers.
There's no labels
Like
to
the
those.
label, just at
Go,
the top.
go,
At the
go
top.
to the top so they can see
Go
what
to the
that.
top. Go to the top. You're gonna see it at the top.
Yeah, I gotta go 300 pages high. Hold on.
We have millions of trades, but it's on 300 pages.
This is
Right column, profit.
Okay.
No, but go to the left. Go to the left. What's the left columns? Hold up. What is this even?
Close time. Okay.
Okay. Wait, what's
That's
that?
March 3rd.
Wait, why is your TP all zero? Why is that all
Take,
zero to
that's
the
a take
left?
profit.
Why
That
do you have-
that's a static take profit or stop loss number if I used it.
Why did it all zero?
The profit is over here.
Okay. Hold up.
The take profit, if I set a take profit in the order or a stop loss, that's that number there.
Those are back tests?
No, these are trades.
It's an EA back test. It's not real.
Those are trades. There's the timestamps on them.
Can you pan to the left more?
yeah. Maybe like zoom out so we can see the full table.
Yeah, this doesn't really.
It sounds like you're like showing bits and pieces.
Yeah, I'm not going to show you everything.
So
I
it
mean,
It's
doesn't
a
actually
trade
have.
log. It's
Yeah.
a trade log. What do you mean?
It's oh
This
boy.
already
There's
happened.
there's also details on it.
That's
I can go down.
Can you?
Keep
Okay,
on going.
if you're that worried, can you screenshot the page and just open the screenshot?
Doesn't really
Let me
do
keep
You don't
on
need to
going.
scroll. You don't need to scroll. We can't see the columns.
I just showed you the columns.
You
No,
won't.
but
Okay, go to the left. Go to the left. He was saying something about an EA backtest.
There's no EA backtest. Your host said it was an EA backtest.
no, that's what's on the comment section. So that's what TechFlu said. What
Huh?
TechFlu?
There's no. You can't backtest.
You can't backtest? Really? You sure about that?
Yeah, I'm positive. Well, let me keep on going. Got a lot of pages to go.
Honestly, even if this was the back test, this has a lot of results.
It should show slippage.
How much did
and
you
things,
pay in
right?
commissions and fees this year?
Well, the month, 77,000
Minus
in
77
commissions.
or okay.
Right there.
Where is this? But where is this from?
It's a brokerage.
Which brokerage?
I'm not going to tell you. That's private.
So this could have just been fabricated. It doesn't really.
Fabricated in 3
You know
seconds.
why? Because
when you ask for
it's not a
something?
regulated brokerage. That's why.
Yeah,
That's not the case either.
I don't know.
This is an offshore
onto something.
brokerage.
I mean, not gonna lie, TechFlu might be onto something because I just did what he said. What someone said, like just to search up EA backtest, and it looks just like this.
I'm gonna look up EA
From the
backtest.
same platform, all the tests are, all the reports are going to be the same.
Let's look up EA backtest. Sure, I'm gonna Google EA backtest. Let's just cool. So yeah, let's see EA backtest. Run an EA backtest. EA Builder Pro.
You said you're manually trading this?
Yes.
EA backtest.
So you're trading
so
every single
basically,
second, back to back to back.
Oh, here it is.
Yeah, yeah,
Spam
yeah.
alert.
Honestly,
Oh, I found it. Wait,
Tofu,
I found
honestly,
it. Hold on.
I've been on a
Say what?
stream. I've been on a stream for a while
Hold
now,
up.
and I've seen the way he trades.
Hold up.
He opens my literally like 15
Can you show
to
the
20
UI of
trades.
it?
Hold
Can you show
up,
the
let's
UI,
just-
Tiki?
That's a
I'll
strategy
show the.
tester.
Hold
That's
up.
a strategy tester. You're on a
Yeah,
different.
what?
You're on a different part of the platform.
Here, this is literally kind of what he showed right here, basically.
No, it's not.
Basically,
That
just use it
second,
to
the second,
fabricate it.
go down.
Yeah?
The second one. No, on the left,
This one?
The one you highlighted, the one below, the one you highlighted, the
this
one
one?
below,
Yeah.
the one below you highlighted. Yeah,
This
this
one?
one. Yeah.
Okay, this
Yeah,
one?
it's different.
What? Like this?
That's the exact
That's
same
different.
thing.
Oh, yeah. I see
No,
what
it's
you're saying.
different.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is giving.
I don't know why you
This
can't
is
just say
how
the
to
name of the
how to
brokerage.
access and backtest all pairs from a single EA. Yeah, basically just a backtest. It's literally what he showed.
That's not what I showed.
Why don't you just say the name of the brokerage?
Show a 1099.
Because it's not your business.
Show a
Doesn't-
1099.
yeah,
Brokerage,
because-
dude. It's not
yeah.
gonna give me your social or anything. Just the brokerage
It's just
name.
not your business.
Oh my, he's so mad because he just got caught.
We were just
No, I
talking
didn't.
about authenticity and how you need to show results,
Yeah.
and that you were gonna show your brokerage statements, and then you're not gonna
I
say
use,
what.
shows a
I use a
backtest.
prime solution. I'm not going to tell you who I use.
A brokerage statement doesn't have a chart of your P&L.
Not true.
What statement has what?
The platform does.
Do any of you guys in the chat have like Robinhood? You know how you get your monthly broker
Yeah.
statements?
Yeah,
No, I
yeah,
don't
yeah.
use
It's not a pretty chart. It's literally just a table of trades taken, how much
Yeah.
money you made or lost.
And that's exactly what that
It
was.
doesn't have any of my details on it. It doesn't even show like the account number.
Yeah.
Did you file your taxes yet?
You would have to have been doing this for years.
Show
I
a
mean,
1099.
unless he
You got a
hasn't.
1099.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
Taxes
so-
aren't due yet.
No, but he's filed taxes for previous years.
You
Okay.
should have a 1099 broker statement from someone.
Okay.
Have you?
Have I what? Filed?
This guy's a
Whoa,
irrelevant.
shit.
That's irrelevant.
Yo, he thinks he's Jordan Belfort, bro.
I know. I can see why your name is exposed now.
Oh,
No,
God.
1099 is
This-
crazy.
yo, bro. Yo, I said it earlier. Yo, look, I'm just an intern, bro. Like I just said earlier, though, like FTC, like
Dude, if you have a link in your bio, you're just out. That's it. You don't have a 95% win rate. There is a limit to how much capital you can allocate if it was real. A black box is by definition an automated signal to enter. It is not an analysis.
That's the definition you want to use.
That's what that
No,
is.
that
That's
is
not,
the- that is-
That's not a. That's what the
That's the
definition
definition you want to
that
use.
no, that's
Go
what
on
that
Google
is.
right now and read me the official definition of a black box in
I don't
terms of
care what
financial.
Google says.
He's
Then you're
emotional.
using your own definition. I went off of the definition off Google, and you're
Okay.
saying
So what goes into the calculations?
What?
What goes in? What's the definition of a black box?
Black
Give me the
box is
definition.
a product that you're giving because you're selling to people. You're pandering on
Give me
TikTok.
the definition of a black
I will.
box, or
I
don't you
will.
know?
I will. Hold
Okay.
on. What I'm saying is
No, just give me the definition.
Black
it's
box
a,
would be a,
okay. You don't
like
want
a
okay. You don't want your
proprietary
alpha decay. You want
software
to
that
sell.
trades for
Give me
you,
the
basically.
definition of a black box.
You want to sell your strategy to people, but you don't want alpha decay. So you sell a closed source product that gives people the signal to buy or sell based off of your strategy, but they don't see the code of it. They just see
Okay.
when
A
it's
black box would be an
So
automated
the difference
program that does trading for you. That's proprietary.
that
Basically, that's
no
based on
black box
parameters.
doesn't execute trades. It's literally just a signal.
it doesn't have to
No, it
execute
does.
trades.
It can.
The
It
whole-
can.
the whole premise of a black box is that it secures the code, so you can manually apply the analysis when
Yeah,
it's
so
But your
not
strategy
giving you
isn't
the
automated.
code
Your
itself.
strategy
You're
isn't
not
automated.
manually trading every single second.
I'm
Though. It's
gonna
on that
love
statement.
reviewing this.
Yeah,
Every
I was
other
about to
second,
say
something is
those
being
were
traded on
like
that statement.
those were
You're not doing
hella
that.
transactions like second, like every second.
Guys,
The-
drop a follow.
What?
We just drop
I
a follow
build
for exposing
positions.
exposed. Drop a
It's
follow for exposing exposed.
it's either automated or you're like bullshitting. Like,
You
You
know,
refuse
because
to show
I'll
an
enter
actual broker
I'll
statement.
enter one or
Like
two in a second. Wait another few minutes, maybe add another one.
your
Wait a couple
statement
minutes,
says
add another one.
your
For what
statement said you
reason?
added every other second.
Yeah.
Not every other
that's what I was
second.
saying.
It literally
If you're
you could go
seeing
bring your
multiple
statements
in the
back. It
second,
literally
what
said
I've done
every
is
other
closed
second.
the
There's no
position.
way you're doing that manually.
No, because what you looked at actually was the second timestamp, which is typically a closing of a
How
position,
much
and
AUM
those
are
are
you
in
getting from your
sequence
hedge
very
fund?
tightly together.
There's
How much
no way you're
AUM are you
getting
being
filled
allocated
every
from your hedge
second on
fund?
an order.
Say that again. You got
That's
5 people
literally
talking.
impossible.
He's getting filled.
How
every
much AUM is the hedge fund you're affiliated with
Yeah.
giving you to trade this?
15.
15
Dollars?
million?
Million? Like what?
Yep.
15,000? 15 pennies? 15.
15 Pokemon cards.
Oh yeah, because you love Pokemon cards. Yeah, I know that.
Yeah.
Yeah, you love
So
Pokemon cards
15
and
million.
spamming kids.
So
Yeah.
15 million, and you have a compounding 1 to 4% daily return.
Oh my
And you're saying
god.
there's no limit to how much you can put in because apparently limit
They're,
orders
they're
are just.
scaling. I mean, you got to use some common sense. I mean, you're defeating your own conversation.
What do you mean? You literally said yourself that there's no limit to how much you can
No, no,
allocate.
no, no.
Wait, show expose
Tiki said there was no
account or
limit.
expose. No,
No,
that's what
you
you
said there was no
claim.
limit.
No, I
Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Okay,
You
so
claimed
what
that the
is the
only
limit?
limit
So
was
so
yeah.
what is the hard cap
What
limit to
number?
where it just doesn't pay off anymore if you
Yeah,
trade with
what's the
more
where's
money?
the number?
Oh my
If he's
god.
trading forex, that's kind of a hard thing to do.
You guys, I mean, you're using these assumptions that are completely
I
clueless.
asked you a question based off of what you said.
But
What is the limit?
even if I gave the answer, you would not fucking understand it.
You don't have answers because
It's
you're full of
literally just
shit.
a number
I
of
want to hear an
contracts. What do you
answer.
mean I wouldn't understand it?
A typical limit order book has got enough volume in it, liquidity in it, of about
Can it handle
150 to 200 million before
$10
it goes
worth of
off book.
contracts? Probably not. So there has to be a physical limit, even if it's
Yeah.
lots, contracts, or just dollars. How many contracts are available at a time to be executed based on liquidity?
Yeah, anywhere between 2 and 5,000 probably.
$1,000
On the
what?
same point, on the same tick.
Exos,
Not on the same tick. You're gonna get some
But your
slippage, but that
point, okay,
slippage
but
is
hold on.
negligible.
It's not on the same
Exos,
point. Hold on, let me get one thing
yeah.
straight. It's not all on the same level because there would be too many orders. That means
Right.
if your profit target is
No
10
shit.
pips,
Maybe you should actually look at the
It's so
statement a little
mad.
bit. How
can you
you
stop interrupting because
identify
you know I have a
that
point
there
to
are
make?
multiple
You can't.
entries.
This is his entire point.
There are
You
multiple
literally said,
entries.
if your profit target,
Okay.
if your profit target is
I
10
love
points away, you would
I
get
love exposing
destroyed by
people.
slippage.
I didn't
You would
say
get
my
destroyed.
profit target's 10 points away.
Exos,
10 pips. Sorry,
Exos,
10
He
pips.
said
Exos.
2 to 4
I didn't say it was
pips.
10 pips away either.
He
You
said
said it
2 to
was 10
4
pips.
pips, and he
Listen,
No,
averages
listen.
I
1
did
pip.
Guys, I
not.
have to let someone down. So many people speaking at once. I'm gonna let
Here,
that
Listen,
sentient.
you said
I'll give you the overview.
Exos, hold on. You
My
said Expos, listen. You said you can make 1%.
yeah,
1%. I'm just trying to get this clear, okay?
yeah.
So for clarity's sake, most people here don't believe I am honestly sure that most people here don't believe. So how about you make this black box free, just free for Tika. For Tika, I just because for now he's the one instigating that these things is fake, and virtually
I'm not
almost everyone here
instigating.
is
I'm
saying.
saying I'm saying what he's saying
Why
is
don't you
bullshit.
why don't you give him a 1 day free trial? Just give him the basics and let him trade it live on the stream, and let us see what that comes out. I think that would be the best solution, because
No,
he'll never believe you, no matter
no,
what you say.
Tycho, no,
I
because
would, I'd be happy to do that. I'd be happy to do that with
Yeah,
somebody that
yeah,
could use some common
that proves
sense.
it. That proves it.
Because
If he can use it,
but
no,
if he
but
doesn't be
Tico,
profitable, then
Tycho,
we know this is just a
Tico,
scam.
the
Tycho, you don't have to even go
personality
that far.
behind it.
Wait, Tico,
Yeah, this is
Tico,
honestly.
Tico, you don't even have to go that far. No, you don't even have to go that far. You really don't. You don't even have to go that far at all. All you have to do is just do some math. He's claiming 1 to
No,
3% a year
math.
on.
No. Wait, the maths is not
You don't like
necessary.
math?
Okay.
You don't like
No.
numbers?
I do like maths. Wait, listen. I do like math, but I do
What
like
the fuck
money.
are you talking about?
Listen. I do like
Go
money,
ahead.
and first of all, the reason why we're having this debate is because you're looking for the best way to make it in the market.
It's not what it
Honestly,
is, dude.
The thing
Tycho,
is,
that
it
is
Tycho.
it.
fundamentally can't exist, dude. It
Yeah,
cannot
what he's
exist.
describing is not real.
Why don't you have 1 day
It's
access to
it's
it?
only not real because
He's
you don't
willing
have
to
any
give it to you.
experience.
He's giving it to you
You
for
would
free.
be
You're not
better than
paying
the
him anything.
Tycho, you
Medallion
don't.
Fund, dude. You
Yeah,
would be
you're.
better than Jim Simons if this was real. You
You
wouldn't
have
be
more.
pandering on
Giga, why
TikTok,
don't okay,
selling
Giga,
things for
why
a
don't
measly
you?
$100 a
We want to
month.
see it. We want to see it. I personally want to see you trade it. If he's saying it's true, if there's a slim chance that this is true, I want to see
If
you
it
trade
was
it. I'll be
okay,
present in your life.
because if it's true, why is he not a billionaire?
How do you know that?
Because he's on
Because what
TikTok
he's
selling
He's
describing
not a
with
selling
billion. Look at
things
his
for
statements. His
$100
statements
a
are
month.
only
So
it was like
Ezekiel,
8
let me
months ago.
explain. Let me explain how he's not a billionaire,
Listen,
okay? Because he
this
has.
is 20. This is look.
well,
I know people.
you
I know
gotta let
people
other
who
people talk to. You're not the only person in the panel,
Look,
dude.
dude, let me just
Holy
explain one
shit.
thing. The reason he's not a billionaire and the reason this can't exist is because if it was, he wouldn't be promoting his own. This is a giant ad
Exactly.
for him on TikTok to sell things for $100 to $400 a month. That is pennies. That is chump change. It's not existent compared to returns he'd make even off of just 1% a year off $1 billion. It just doesn't make any sense. What he's claiming is not real because if it was, he would be scooped up by the Medallion Fund, by Two Sigma, by literally any trading firm
Six
in the
Sigma?
world.
Medallions don't look for traders. That was like his main thing.
He
Dude,
also
the
claimed Alpha
Medallion Fund
Decay.
doesn't give a dollar,
He's
doesn't give a
also
percent a day.
he also claimed that Alpha Decay isn't real with his strategy, so he's clearly lying.
It exacerbates the moves.
What the fuck does that mean?
Are you comparing? Okay, is your whole model based off of two different assets, or is it
I'm
just
gonna
the
break
one
down
chart
this
you're looking
video
at?
at the end of it, guys. By the way, I'm gonna break down this video at the end of it. Because you need to sit there and you'll analyze everything he said. Because the problem is that there's people like this. They're just scamming kids on TikTok. It's really fucked up.
There's a lot of scammers. There's a
Yeah,
ton of
you're
scammers.
one of them. Yeah,
You're one of them.
You're literally one of them. Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
No,
Sure.
that's what that is.
Fucking
Yeah.
No,
idiots.
that is literally
It
true.
literally
You
is.
You
refuse
guys
to
are
show
both
broker
clueless.
statements.
You're
You
both
refuse to
clueless.
show broker
that
statements.
that
You won't
accusation
acknowledge
All
is
right,
simple
so
facts.
here's
You
what
don't
I'll
have
do.
any evidence
Here's
base.
what I'll do.
You don't have any
Because
evidence base.
You
because Kiko
gaslight this entire
suggested it.
conversation.
Because
I gave
Kiko
I
here
gave a good
here.
I gave a good suggestion.
No,
Look,
I'm
it
gonna
doesn't
get
cost you
I'm gonna
nothing.
respond to that.
It doesn't
So,
cost you nothing.
huh?
It doesn't cost him nothing. I said
No,
let him take
I
it
know,
for
I know.
a day.
But here's what I'm gonna do just to prove the point. So because because a couple of morons think I'm a scammer or something like that.
You are.
Okay,
Not a
well,
thought.
I'm
It's a
gonna let
fact.
other
It's
people
a
tell
fact.
you. I'm gonna let other people give you those results. All right. So if somebody DMs me, if somebody DMs me, I'll give them the analysis and I'll give them access. It won't cost a dime, and then they'll come back to you and tell you how much of a moron you really are.
Expos don't do that because we can all say that's formulated. We can say you paid someone. I can say you paid someone because we don't know
Tomorrow
the
at
person
Market
you're talking
Open,
about.
go live, stream the entire day of you spamming buttons every 2 seconds, and I
good. No,
expect to see 1,000 trades, and you only lose 5 of them.
How about that? How
I don't
about yeah? How
think
about
you-
Expose does
Your
it?
calculations off.
I don't
50,
want him
whatever,
to trade.
dude.
Yeah,
Look,
it's
I don't
simple
want him to
math.
trade. Look, Jago, I don't want him to trade because if he trades, we'll all say he's fake.
Right.
He's doing something. He's doing something fishy. I want Ticket to trade. I want Ticket to do the trading because if he does the trading, he can be the one to say this is fake, this is false, this
That's
is
not
a
what's gonna
scam.
prove whether it's fake or not.
No, it's
Because
gonna prove
hold
it
up.
because if it doesn't
He
work for
already
you,
proved
then
it
it's not gonna work for
himself.
me.
He already proved it's fake himself from what he said. What is the point? What is the point of
Tikio,
giving
Tikio, that's
publicity
like he's
if
essentially
someone
selling a
is a
snake oil.
scammer?
He's
Yeah.
selling
He's
a
not.
snake oil, dude. It's
He's
not
not
real.
selling it. He's not selling it.
Yeah, he
If you're
is.
not paying to
He
use it,
is,
he's not
dude. You can
selling
go on
it.
his
He is
go on his
selling it.
profile. Go on his profile. He has a link in his bio that goes to his
I've seen the
website
link.
where you give
I
him
have
money.
seen the link. I have seen the link on his bio. And truly, like I said, I've bought so many courses. I bought course of
Yeah,
1,000,
ICT 2.0. That's exactly right.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
it's fucking.
So,
It
so you
fucking
bought
doesn't
it.
work.
ICT is a fraud, like Tiki. ICT learned
Tiki
to
doesn't
trade in
sell
prison in
anything.
2016.
Well, that might be you, dude. If you keep doing the shit that you're doing with the way that you're selling things, like I don't know what you're promising, but you better be careful with some of the things you're promising. Like financial products are regulated. You do know that, right?
I'm not selling financial products.
You're
Okay.
selling a black box
You're
Yeah.
definitely
analysis,
selling the
apparently.
financial
So
product.
That is a financial product.
It's not an automated algorithm.
You're selling a strategy. You could still get
So
sued
if
for
you're
it.
if you're entering trades every 5 minutes, when do you have time to both send the signal, right, to
I
every
don't
single
send
one of your
signals.
users?
Yeah, come on, use some common sense. I've already said I don't send signals.
By signal, I was hoping you could use your brain since you're all about being smart. That I'm
Yeah.
talking about the analysis, the black box, what you're giving to people who are subscribers of your
That
product.
I don't have to
that
send them anything.
Then what are they paying for?
They're paying for access local.
Investment
Okay,
Advertiser Act of
PK,
1940. Let me Google that. I'm
PK,
just
if you're not
curious.
going to take the alpha, I'm going to take the
Hold
alpha.
up.
I'm going to
Oh,
put.
let me look that
I'm
up.
going to
Let me
risk
look
my
up
money.
19. Hold up. Let's just look this up.
I'm not an investment advisor.
Investment
So again,
Investment
liberal minds.
Advisor Act
No,
of.
you're
What does this
saying
have to do with
you
liberalism?
are essentially acting as you're giving financial advice. You're saying this
Yeah.
asset is being mispriced.
Oh my God. Not even remotely
If
close.
people are paying you for a service and you're giving them an
Right.
asset that is mispriced, that is financial advice by definition.
I'm teaching
Do
them
you
how
think
to
do you think
use.
a judge would agree with that statement?
Okay, whatever.
I'm not saying I'm taking you to
Damn.
court or anything, but seriously, like say it out loud. Do
That
you
you
believe
can't sell
yourself?
certain things.
How many people are saying what?
Do you believe what you're saying?
Do I believe what? What part? All of it.
Do you
The
believe
claim.
that you're not acting as if
I'm
you're
not an
giving
investment
financial
advisor.
advice?
All right. But do you believe your returns and everything, right?
What?
Do you believe your returns and everything? Your
I believe
95%?
exactly what I showed you.
Okay.
It's right
You don't
there.
even know the beta.
Okay,
You don't
wait,
even know your
wait,
beta,
wait,
bro. You
Jaeger,
don't even know your
Jaeger,
beta.
Jaeger. 1 second. Wait, and then do you believe that if someone pays you $150 to $400, they can get that 1% a day with 95% accuracy?
You couldn't follow a set of rules if it was written on your Pokemon
That's not what I
cards.
asked you. That's not what I asked you, dude.
What I do is going
That's
to
not
be
what I.
different
Hold
from
up.
what you do.
Expose. A very simple question.
What I do for the
very
morons.
Hold up. Very simple question. It's
What
very
I
simple.
do, here's your
It's a
answer.
yes or no, dude. It's a yes or no question. It's not
What
complicated.
I do,
I'm
idiot.
making it simple for you. I'm making it very. See, this is not able to answer because I'm trying to make it as
I'm
simple as
answering it.
possible.
I'm
If
answering
someone,
it, but you're an
if
idiot.
someone pays you $150 to $400, do they get 1% a day?
What I do is different from what you do.
No, that's not what I asked. I asked if someone pays you
Then I
$150
don't have to
to
answer it.
400. If
Then why
someone
are you
pays you,
here?
yeah, he's not able to see. You know why?
Your
This is why.
ability
Hold
or
up. No,
inability.
guys. So you understand? He's not answering it because he knows he can get sued if he promises returns. He's so fucking full of shit. He can't promise it. That's why. Because if he did, he would get sued for promising that. You
Exactly.
can't promise returns that same way. That's why he's not
And his
saying it.
broker's unregulated.
Of course, you can't promise. You can't promise results on the forex market.
That's what he's
There's so
trying
many
to
things
do.
that goes into
Why do you
it.
think? He's
There's
saying
so many
I
things
got
that
one?
goes. No, I'm speaking individually. Like I can have the perfect strategy and I give it to someone. I'm just giving an example. I give it to someone,
Look
but
this up.
there's so many things that could go wrong. You understand? Some
Again,
things can
Yeah,
go
and
wrong.
that's why it's helpful to know
yeah,
the statistics of your strategy, your
yeah.
Fama French and your other models that you measure your strategy's performance on. This guy doesn't know this guy doesn't know the beta he's trading on. So
Even
it
for
is
No,
the
I,
just
broker,
So I need
though,
to probably end the
the
live
fact,
stream
the,
soon.
truth, the
This
truth,
is up.
the truth is that the claims is what is causing this much commotion because he's claiming that so many stuff. Okay, I understand where it's coming from, but the thing is that every single person on this life cares about results. I keep saying that, and I keep repeating it because it's the fact. Every single person here cares about result. Result is all that matters. We can be throwing up a bunch of words, but result is what matters. I want to see results.
He
Personally, I want to
hasn't,
see
dude. He
results.
showed fake freaking like unregulated
No,
broker
I
returns.
don't want to see somebody
No, he
bank. I
didn't.
don't want to see somebody's
Yeah,
broker
you did.
statement. I want to see real results. I want to see real results. That's what I want to see, not
I want,
somebody's broker statement. How does that affect my life? That doesn't affect my life. I want to see real results that will affect me positively.
Yeah.
That's what we're all looking for. That's the fact.
Exposed. What does someone get for paying you $150 to $400?
The models.
Friendship.
Quantify that.
The models.
What did the models show? Like, how can they extrapolate edge from that?
I've said it probably 4 times already,
No,
but
you
What's the
didn't.
edge that they expect
but
to
you
get?
haven't listened a bit.
What's
I've
the
said
edge
it
that they
4
expect
times.
to
You
get?
haven't listened a
Your
bit.
edge isn't real, and you said it out loud on a TikTok live stream. And I'm assuming you've told it to numerous other people, so it would have gotten arbitraged away. But you don't believe in alpha decay. You don't know your beta, and your broker's unregulated, or you refuse to show
You know
actual
what you're doing?
statements.
You're masturbator. You're masturbator
What?
because you're in pipe dreams of nonsense when they're not relevant to how
See,
I
now
trade.
now he's projecting because this guy
No,
just
I'm not
gaslights the
projecting. You're
entire
masturbator
conversation.
Guys, you
because
know,
you've said that a dozen times, but then you ask, "Oh, how
You
does it
said your
happen?"
alpha is
But then you wouldn't
400%
understand if I
annualized.
told
guys,
you.
drop a
Hold on.
follow for exposing this scammer. This is great.
You said your alpha is 400% annualized. You don't know the beta that your instruments are trading on. It's not only is it not automated, it's discretionary and it's manual, and you have to like I don't understand what you're trying to
I
prove.
know you don't understand. It's a tough one. It's a tough one. You don't understand.
Yeah,
There's a
because
lot
your
you don't
business
understand.
model
You don't
doesn't
have an answer.
exist. Your business model doesn't exist. You're a scammer. You take advantage of people who don't know any better, and you say you give 1 to 4% a day. That's impossible.
That's your perspective.
No, I'm
Really,
saying
that's
that
your
even the
perspective.
medallion fund can't give 1 to 4% a day. Who are you?
Okay, but they're at a point where they can't scale much more, can they?
Exposed.
No, they're one of the most small-scaled hedge funds in the world.
They're not small. Medallion Fund is huge.
They're not
No, but
Small.
relative to Two Sigma, dude, they don't have a lot. They don't have a ton of money.
I don't know Two
Sorry,
Sigma. I know Six Sigma, so I'm not sure which one you're talking about.
I don't think the Medallion Fund was really looking to get as much funds as possible.
the
Really.
whole
Yeah, they're
point
trying
of
to
okay, let me
maximize
explain.
it.
Let me
Mine's
explain because
already
just so
out.
we're all on the same page. The medallion fund does not trade with a relatively insane amount of money because their edge would be arbitraged away. It has to stay small in position sizing so it blends into the other
Right.
noise.
Okay, and what are they
We,
trading?
it's dude, we don't know.
Option
The whole
Okay,
thing is a
then
secret.
how can you claim anything if you don't know what they're trading?
I agree. You can't make that statement if you don't know what they're
Yeah,
trading.
Well, they trade option
Look up the
baskets.
that's an
medallion fund.
ignorant comment.
No. That is just a fact of markets. What you can okay. So the reason, let me explain why they have to trade small. I don't mean literally small like compared to a retail trader. Compared to a retail trader, it's still massive position sizes. But
Jaeger. It doesn't. First and foremost, it doesn't matter. And secondly, you know what they trade? They trade option baskets.
Okay, so then they're limited. They're very limited.
Not really. The hedge funds like over I think $50 billion or something. They're not that limited.
Okay, but what's the liquidity of those options? That's
What do you mean
limited. That's limited.
What?
What's the liquidity of those options? Maybe
I don't know what
a
options
billion.
they trade. I don't know what options they trade.
But my
Nah,
point
options are
is,
pretty limited
my
compared to
point
most
is that there's
equities.
limitations to the number of options and the price, and that's going to skew them or move those prices faster. Foreign exchange being by far the deepest market, you're not going to move the price with 1,000 contracts or 5,000 contracts. You're not going to move it at all. You might see a half of a pip in fluctuation, but that's also $3-4 billion. So,
Exposed.
I mean,
I want
options
to
are a pretty thin market.
Exposed. I
Well,
have a
that doesn't
question.
help
Expos,
you
I want to
really
ask a
because
question.
why aren't you scaling
Exposed.
to
I have a
$1
question,
billion?
Expos.
Like that would be the real question
What?
at the end of the day.
Expos. So with your model, with what you're saying, okay, let's leave a daily return. What do you think is the return someone can get on his investment, okay, on a monthly basis?
How much are they? How active are they? You know,
no, it's a
what's
percentage
their
based.
How many hours are they trading in a day?
Go off
Okay,
of your numbers.
that's a valid
Go off of
question
your
though.
own numbers.
My numbers are going to be different.
What are your
Just
But we're
numbers?
okay, just
We
give
use
us
interested
it
the
in
as the
barest
yours.
baseline.
minimum.
We use your
Give us
numbers
the
as the
barest
baseline.
Use
minimum.
yours as
If
the baseline.
if we go off of if we go off of my numbers, it's going to be 1.5%, 2% a day in about a 2-hour time frame, using maybe 10 to 1, 20 to 1, on average throughout the course of the day. But I'm also taking 3 to 4 positions in the period of that 2 hours, and I might enter 30, 40, 50 times in each one of those positions. So throughout the course of the week, I might trade 1,000, 2,000 times, depending on the day. If I'm trading any additional hours, it might jump my trade frequency, up to 1,000 times a day. It all depends on market conditions. But here
So
is
the return in percentage a
there's
month.
value.
That's just a
There's a
chart.
live chart. We'll go to this. Go to this. Give the big screen. I want to see
All right,
this.
what is this? Is this supposed to? Is
Yeah,
what he's doing Asian session?
I love this.
This
So
is
you
the
have
premium.
EMAs.
They're not EMAs. They lead the market. You got to use some common sense
Those are
and reverse the
EMAs, bro.
thought
You
process.
just make the offset negative. It doesn't mean it's
No,
not
that's
an
not how
EMA.
it works.
That's
See,
literally an EMA.
this number here, that's the aggression. That means right here, it's triggering upside pressure.
He's just drawing lines.
That's literally just an EMA.
Okay, it's an EMA. Here's the discount. That's causing pressure to come to the downside. That's the premium or a discount. That's
Why
option
don't you
theory
automate
defined
this?
to
I
a real
don't
number.
understand.
If you don't understand that, then I mean you're not in the right league.
You've been doing this for so many. You drew a dick on the chart. First of all, the second of all, if you've done this for so many years,
No,
why don't you just?
that's Tiki
Bro,
with his
Why don't you
Pokemon
just?
cards.
Why don't
This
you
is
just
his
automate
Pokemon
this if
cards.
you've been doing this for so many years? You could
Well,
clear up so much time.
He did. He back tested it. He showed the back test
You
results
can't
that were
back
perfect.
test.
You said you
That's
can't
what
back
he's
test. You
claiming
don't
he did.
understand.
That's right. You don't understand. Right?
because
If
the
you're
value,
back testing, if you guys shut up for just a minute, sometimes you'd learn something.
You're the one that's been yelling and screaming this entire time. It's okay. It doesn't matter. At the end of this, I'm just gonna go over this video, break down all of your points, and post it everywhere. Like,
So
Please
expose-
do.
ex-
Please
expose
do.
your-
You can't
expose-
back test because back testing you're limited to a pair. The market is interconnected. Your analysis must
not.
have the global awareness of every other foreign
But
exchange
you're looking
asset
at one
in
chart
order
right
to
now.
determine
You're
the
looking at
discount or
one
a
chart right
premium.
now.
So can you
You're
walk us through
looking
a
at
trade?
one chart right now. So what do you mean
Oh,
it
this
can't
is
be
great.
back tested?
Can
You're showing me the
This
discount.
this chart includes the analysis of every other currency right in that number.
So you have
So
overlay
okay,
EMAs on top
what
of one pair.
Correlation, positive and inverse. Those create value differentials that cause the currency rate to move.
What causes there to be correlation differentials?
Are you trading industry sectors? Are you trading forex? Like, what are you doing?
He's a pairs trader.
Have you
using
listened to the
EMAs.
conversation? It's
He's
only foreign
literally a
exchange.
pairs trader using EMAs.
He's
That's
trading
what he's
forex.
doing.
He's trading gold and Euro USD. I can
Okay,
attest
okay.
to that. I've been in the streets one or two times.
Oh, look at the premium climb and the price follow it.
How do you know it's a premium that makes any sense? It's just a random number on there.
It's not a random number because when
Of
price
course it's-
reaches it, it goes back to
He
parity.
sells it monthly for $150 to $400, guys. Wait, why is it $150 to $400? Why not
Depends on
400?
which models somebody wants. There's 3 of them.
Oh wow, so it's triple the bullshit. Great.
Yeah, because you can't trade
Yeah,
Pokemon
no, I
cards. Is that
agree.
what it is?
How many people have you helped with this kind of product?
I've got active a few hundred customers.
And do you have a third party
Oh,
like
man.
reviewer who like goes over customer satisfaction or anything?
No, because it's all one-on-one. Most of it's one-on-one. Don't need it.
Oh man.
But if your whole thing is morals, why wouldn't it benefit you long term to
Yeah.
just go out and say like, "Hey world, I'm legit. I want to help more people." Like, what do you mean you don't need it? Your whole thing was morals. That's why you're not a billionaire and pandering on TikTok.
No, you're pandering on TikTok.
What am I selling?
I don't know.
So
What are
how
you
am I
selling?
pandering? So do you know the
You
definition
you,
of
you
pander?
think you think you know something, but in reality,
I'm
you're a
not
little
the
bit
one with a link
clueless.
in my bio going to a website where I charge $150 to $400 a month.
Guys,
So I'm
buy
not
my
pandering.
course and I'll show you how to buy my course and I'll make you like a 1% a year,
Expose.
1%
Look,
a
if
day every year.
expose, if you're willing to give me a like a 7 days trial, free trial, I'll be able to test
Absolutely.
this out. I'll give my personal review on this, and I'll
Okay.
record every single transaction I'm doing on the chart. I think that'll be better because at the end of the day, like I said, I care about results. I don't care about bullshit dragging and I'm trading up on fancy words. I care about result. Result is why I'm trading. Result is why I'm fucking looking at the chart 247 every day. At the end of the day.
Yep.
So if you're willing to make it a free trial, why not? I'll take the offer. I'm not paying anything for it. So
Yep.
yeah,
I'm for it. I'm for it.
Honestly, I am.
Expose. What's the length of those moving averages?
This right here is started down here off to the left, where the premium went into the differential. That continued through here.
What's the time frame?
It's
the
1,
data-
2,
what's
3,
the
4,
data
5, 6, 7, 8. It's 10 minutes.
So it's using 10. It's a 10 length EMA.
This is not an EMA.
All right, so go through the data. Let's see how the EMA was created.
Oh man,
What's the calculation to draw those lines?
I wonder if his clients are watching. That's a good one. Yeah.
What data is it using to create those lines?
All currencies.
What data? Like, is it using opening?
So
close,
there's only a
high?
finite
Oh my
number of
God, you
currencies.
guys are really clueless.
What
No,
is it
listen,
using?
there's only a finite amount of currency, so how could you not be able to backtest this, dude? Just pull up their chart
Because
info.
because the platforms don't allow multiple currencies to be integrated
You don't
into
think
the
there's a single
history in
platform
order
that
to
lets
test
you
it.
you don't think there's a single platform that lets you call market data of whatever list of
Not
companies or
effectively.
stocks?
Not effectively.
What do you mean not
You got
effectively?
you got to import the
Go
you
on
got to import
Jupyter
the data.
Notebook and you can just do that right now.
You got to import the data.
What data are
What
you
difference does it
importing?
make?
Yeah.
What data are you importing?
Oh my God, you're contradicting yourself.
What
Just
data are you
candlestick
importing?
data, dude. You're
Contradictions.
going
That's
off
my
of
question.
candlesticks. That's all you're going off of.
No, I'm not.
Yeah, you are.
Prove
That's
it.
how you trade manually so fast.
Oh
Prove
my
it.
God.
Your whole
What data
model,
is
your
going
whole
into
model
those
is complete
EMAs?
bullshit.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So what I'll do.
There's no
Here, let me-
microstructure
I'm gonna
element to
have.
all of this.
All right. So I'm going to. You think I'm trading off of candlesticks or some of that nonsense, right? So let's do this.
You have a chart with EMAs and candlesticks on it.
That's a moronic
$1 billion
comment.
idea, but he can't pull a CSV.
No, I pulled the platform statement.
But you couldn't say what platform it was, so it means nothing.
It's MetaTrader 4.
The platform that you got your statement off, your brokerage?
It's
Your
MetaTrader 4.
unregulated brokerage.
Huh?
Your unregulated brokerage. Yeah,
No, it's not
billion-dollar idea, but you
unregulated.
can't import a CSV. That's a great comment. I don't know. I don't know how that makes sense.
I could export it, and it would take me a few minutes to export it, but it's still
So why
it's
can't
the
you
same
backtest
numbers.
it? So it is possible. You just do
No,
not say.
you're morons. Really, you're morons.
You can,
But
you
I'm going
can
to show you.
yell
So,
and shout
so
and
everybody
insult
else
all you
can see.
want. I'm giving you a solution to a problem that doesn't exist.
Jaeger, it's okay.
So everybody else can see, right? I'm going to attach. Now, no charts are visible, right? You can't see anything, right? So I'm going to
I can
attach.
see you, but
Okay.
oh, let's do it. Oh, so I don't wait. Hold up. So I'm gonna let someone down. I'm gonna let down Jaeger and Takeo. Yeah, sorry, but I gotta let people down. Anyway, I'm gonna end this soon, but let's just see. I just like when people just expose themselves. It's great. Like I don't have to say anything. I'm just gonna analyze the video afterwards, and then everyone will see.
Okay. Yeah. Make sure everybody sees this. So
It's a random chart, right?
no, it's just a random spot. It could be any currency. It doesn't matter. Which one do you want to go to? So you don't think it's not random, right? Here's sterling dollar. Didn't look at the chart. Don't need to.
What is this proving?
Here's the point. When
Show
you
me the
compare
code for
currency
one of these
values, when you compare
Show me the
currency
code for one of these
values,
lines.
what?
Show me how do you import the pair into your code?
It's already there. It's
Show me
already
how you
there.
import it into the code. How is it already there? You made this, right?
The calculations are right there.
Show me how you imported the specific pairs for each and every line.
No, I don't have to.
Because you can't.
Yeah, you idiot. The calculations
You can't,
are on
'cause you're a
everything. All right, so
fraud.
I'm gonna
You did it.
let me move this over.
Be nice, guys. Be nice. I'm gonna end the live soon anyway. But
Then I'm
this
gonna
has just been
then I'm
great.
going to put another one right here because I'm not looking at the charts. I'm just looking at the values. The values are the red and green numbers. That's sterling and dollar. And those comparisons will give me the directional movement. So here's just to indicate, you want to talk indicators, just to indicate a downward move there
What are the
and
aggregations
an
for these
upward
lines?
move over here.
What are
Here's
the aggregation
another
periods for these lines?
here's another downward move.
What aggregations are these lines using?
All currencies. In
What
all
aggregation period
currencies
are
in
these
order to
lines using?
create the values and then
An
compare the
aggregation period.
values.
What aggregation periods are these lines using?
It's all 1 minute.
So these are 1 minute, 1 minute, 1 minute. Okay. What
Yep.
length?
Yep.
One
How
minute.
many
So
how many different data
No
points
length.
is it there?
No length
No
at all.
length?
No length. Right? So let's back out of this. There's the 4 transitions and
Is this
bring the charts. So you've got a downward move. You got a
yeah,
downward
using
move
the
here.
opening? This is using the opening of the 1 minute?
I have to remove him because he's shirtless. I think in the background it gave me a warning. Yeah, hold up. Literally.
Damn.
Yeah, well, yeah, literally here, and I'll show you guys. I'm not here. Here.
Warning is crazy. Nah, that dude's a fraud. He just imported a bunch of different pairs into movie averages. I think he's doing like a pairs kind of like a pairs
Yeah,
divergent kind of thing.
hold up.
Using 1 minute EMA, 1 minute
That's
EMAs.
I mean, before
Hardly
that, he
using candle
claimed
closes.
one minute before that he complained. He like said claimed that he was making like 1 to 4% a day every 3 days, or you're trading I think 2 to 3 days a week, making 1% or to 4%, and he was doing that for like 7 years, and that his strategy had no like alpha decay.
Well, his what?
Where's the
Nah, I mean,
my background's not loading, but it gave me a violation, which is annoying as hell.
nah, that dude. Even if he was capable of doing that, he would have scaled up
Yeah, he would have
indefinitely. He's
been.
trading
Yeah,
forex, so he has all the liquidity that he could possibly do. He would 100% be a billionaire.
yeah. Also, you have to keep in mind something like he was selling something, and his whole reasoning was, "I want to help people out," but then he was selling it for money when he could just have the black box cover the cost itself because it makes money. So it's like, why wouldn't it just cover the cost itself?
Or he could just make a bot and just put everybody in one thing, one pool, call it a day, do nothing.
Yep, and he just run it like a hedge fund.
Definitely, but he's not doing that. He's being Mr. Anonymous.
He knows that his strategy doesn't work. And you also have to notice, like, he can't claim he can't claim that like what you're gonna make from buying his thing because he can't say what you're gonna. He's obviously scamming though. Yeah, absolutely. He can't claim how much you're gonna make buying 150 to 400. Hey guys, if you're any one of his clients and you're watching, I want to know what he sold you because I'm really curious. I'm really curious what he sold you guys.
He named it Black Box. That's hilarious.
And it's not, and it wasn't automated. It really wasn't automated. I'm ending the live stream anyway in a few minutes. Drop a follow if you enjoyed. That was like straight up one of the most insane things ever. FX is gonna go live and expose. He's gonna go live and explain it. Oh boy, he sold a fantasy. Yeah, he would get. And here's the thing too, right? If you follow his numbers, right, 1% a day, 1 to 3% a day. 2 to 3 times a day, whatever, even for like 7 years, you would turn $10,000 into like 14 million. You would turn $100,000 into 147 million, something like that, compounding at 1%. He was saying he was getting even more than that sometimes, was getting close to like 3 or 4. And he claimed that
With
there was a
2 hours of
limitation.
trading.
Right, and he claimed that there was a limitation to that, but then he never explained like what that number was. Like where was that limitation? You couldn't say it. It's just what are we even doing? Is he gonna go live? Because I'll watch his live. Apparently, someone also claimed that the videos on his account were Sora AI, and all that crash out, all that anger, all of that. Everything that just happened is because he knows he can't keep up. He's used to talking to kids who don't understand what he's doing.
Definitely.
I mean, someone claimed that it was Sora AI. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what someone claimed. But anyway, I'm gonna end the live now. If he's on live right now, I'll go join and watch it. Hell yeah. Oh yeah, TechFlu, go watch it, please.
I'll check
Yeah,
it.
he posts.
I'll check it.
Yeah. Anyway, drop a follow if you enjoyed, guys. But I can elaborate what he's doing real quick. Is he not? All right, sure. Yeah, he was angry, but what do you expect?
Hey, what's up, Tiki? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you. How old are you, Michael?
I'm 31, man. So I trade futures, but what he's doing, all he was doing, it wasn't an EMA or anything like that. He's just using a divergence with different currencies and trading off that. He's not using order flow, so he's not even looking at what's actually going on in each candle, the actual price. He's not using volume profile. He's not using quant data. He's using very basic, divergences. That's all he's doing. The dude's obviously not making billions of dollars. You can make money trading, man, but you got to actually know what you're doing. You got to know how price moves.
Right.
What he's doing is very basic shit, man.
And he was selling it for $150 to $400 a month.
Yeah, it's not sustainable, man. I do have a little small group, but I do trade live, man, and I got proof like on my TikTok, like I get payouts.
You don't sell anything, I'm assuming.
I don't sell anything, but for people to like join my Discord, I do charge $24 a month. But the reason I do that, and it's not even to like I'll let people in for free. I don't care about that.
Yeah.
The reason why I do that is to keep bots out and to keep from people from signal botting what I'm doing, man.
Yeah, I got you. Look, here's my thing, right? You're not selling something with you're not selling trading like signal. You're not selling data or anything like that. Like no yeah, okay, then yeah, that's cool. Yeah, I don't have an issue with that. My issue is when people like out here they like talk about like data decay, like alpha decay isn't real. Just borrow my strategy or pay for my strategy, things like that. And just like
here's the thing: you could have a strategy that works phenomenal, but the thing about it is if you're not actually looking at order flow, you're not using quant data. Guess what? You don't even know if buyers are stepping in or sellers are stepping in. So how is that edge going to be sustainable? It's not.
I see what you're saying. Yeah,
you got to use it with data too. You got to pair it with data, and then guess what? You got to also pair it with risk management. If you're over leveraging, I don't care what strategy you're using. If you don't have the capital to cover it, it don't matter.
Right. Anyway, I'm gonna end the live now, but thank you for joining, Michael.
Thanks for letting me jump in. Yeah, thanks for letting me jump in and elaborate what he's doing. But that's all he's doing is divergence, currency divergence, man. That's it. It's nothing. It's nothing impressive, man.
Yeah, the second you say that you make 1% a day every day for years, it's like I check out because what you're saying is just not true.
Yeah, it's not sustainable. You can have a hot month or two, but you're not going to keep doing it every day.
Yeah, even if you had a hot month or two, you would make 60%, which is just amazing for anyone. That's like medallion fund level returns. But anyway, thank you guys for joining. I'm out. I'm gonna end the live now.
Yep, later. Thank you.
Thank you. Appreciate it. Yeah. Damn, 64 followers. People did enjoy that.